cheerleaders, and it is time for
Thursday Night Kickoff! On DW7 Arizona!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you out to Trevor G. Browne High School here in Phoenix, home of the Bruins. My name is James Spoovy, alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. We have got a great 5A matchup tonight as the Ironwood Eagles have traveled over here to the campus of Trevor G. Browne, and we welcome you to another edition of Thursday Night Kickoff. Ed, this should be a fun one.
Oh, absolutely. These two teams kicked it off last season, and Ironwood lost to Browne 23-18 in the season opener last season. So Ironwood is looking to exact a little bit of revenge on the Bruins in their home field, as Browne went out to Ironwood last year and got the victory, as we see the Bruins come on the field for their home opener. It's going to be a great game, a good 5A matchup tonight, JP.
It is going to be fun. I'm excited to see new quarterback for the Ironwood Eagles. This is the second week in a row we've had a new quarterback at the helm for one of these Thursday night kickoff teams, and Kavante Paul is starting at quarterback tonight for Coach Stillings and the Ironwood Eagles.
Yeah, great young man. Had almost 700 yards rushing last season, 6 touchdowns, 15 catches for about almost 200 yards, and he was named team captain, QB1, Kavante Paul. So I'm looking for him to see if he can have a great game tonight. We checked the starting offense. JP, go and run him down.
Kavante Paul at quarterback. Nick Morrow, the sophomore running back tonight. For the wide receivers, it's Anthony Bryant the second, Ramsey Pine, Isaiah Trejos, and Emil Bryant. Our right tackle tonight is Ethan McCluskey. Daniel Hernandez is the right guard. Zyler Brooks the center. Jackson Jareggi is the left guard, and Christian Mejia rounds out the starting offensive line tonight for the Ironwood Eagles. Ed, give them the starting offense for those Trevor G. Browne Bruins.
Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and get that Trevor G. Browne. Let's go ahead and get that graphic put up there. But for the Trevor G. Browne Bruins, the home team, the quarterback will be Kenyon Hale. He's a senior. Running back, Courtney Pennington. The forward wide receivers, Damian Cuevas, Manny Campos, Carlos Quinones, and Miguel Fierro. The forward wide receivers, right tackle, Marijo Barajas. The right guard, Sergio Guerrero. Center, Andre Hernandez. The left guard, Damian Del Carpio Felix. And the left tackle, Adrian Zarate.
The captains have taken the field. They are at midfield right now, and we're ready to take it down there for tonight's coin toss. You see him shaking hands there. A fantastic field level shot for you here on Thursday Night Kickoff. And let's see if we can pay attention here and see who's going to win this toss and start this game off. Ed, you know I'm always one of those guys that likes to defer whenever possible.
Exactly. You win, you defer. That way your defense can get on the field. You can kind of see what the opposing offense is going to do. And then once you get to halftime, whatever the score is, you'll make your proper adjustments and then come out for those last 24 minutes of football. But it's all about the first 24 minutes of football here at Trevor G. Browne.
The Ironwood Eagles tonight in their road white jerseys with red numbers trimmed in black with their red hats. And then Trevor G. Browne coming out in the all-brown look with the orange numbers and orange hats as well.
I like that Cleveland Browns look.
It's a good look indeed. We're waiting to see what the coin toss results in here. A little breezy up here in the press box tonight. Ironwood has won the toss. They have elected to receive. So we'll see quarterback Kavante Paul and the offense on the field here tonight as we get things started here for you on Thursday Night Kickoff. We're so glad to join us here on CW7 Arizona and CWAZ.com on the live stream. Ed, it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, it's already been fun.
It has been.
Ever since we've been here, it's been a fun evening, but it's only going to get more funner, if I can use that word funner, as we get ready to kick off for some football between Ironwood and TGB. This is going to be a good one.
It should be good. I'm looking forward to this 5A matchup. You mentioned Ironwood getting the win last season. And so the Trevor G. Browne Bruins looking for a little bit of revenge here in this one.
Yep, I'm excited to see what Kenyon Hale comes out at the quarterback for Trevor G. Browne once they actually get the ball, because Ironwood's going to get the ball first. So we'll get to see Kavante Paul as we get a great look there at the Bruins huddle. They're getting all hyped up and amped up for their season opener. Got to love the kids and their energy, right?
Special thanks as well to Coach Francisco Rangel for having us out here once again. It's been 2 years since we were here. We had the Trevor G. Browne Bruins and the Westwood Warriors before in 2022, and now we're back here to kick off the season for both these teams here tonight, Ed.
What an honor it is for us to call
really is.
Their inaugural games here in the 2024 season. Again, this is going to be a great win as we get ready to kick it off. What a beautiful field that TGB has here.
It is gorgeous. It's about, I want to say 2, maybe 3 years old at this point, but definitely a nice new field here, and we are about ready to go. The right leg is through, and we are underway here. That one trickles through for a touchback. So the Ironwood Eagles are going to start from their own 20-yard line to start the football game here. And we're going to get to see our first taste of quarterback Kavante Paul, who played a little wide receiver, played a whole lot of wide receiver, actually, last season for these Ironwood Eagles, Ed. It
was great to talk to him and the head coach for Ironwood as we were getting prepared for the game. We talked to them on the Desert Gridiron game plan on Tuesday night. So those young men are hyped up, and these players are ready to kick it off, and we're getting ready to start it up now.
They start out of an empty backfield. Kavante Paul on the keeper. He plunges across the 25-yard line and picks up a nice, we'll call it 7-yard gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 3 here now for the Ironwood Eagles. A good gainer there on 1st down for Kavante Paul.
Yeah, great start there for Paul. As we mentioned, almost 600 yards rushing last season and 6 touchdowns for Kavante Paul. So he's starting off where he left off last season in the 2023 season using his legs.
A swing pass into the flat. It's complete on the run near the line to gain, and he'll have enough for an Ironwood Eagles 1st down. That is Ramsey Pine right there, and a great job on the play there by Pine.
Yeah, we'll see a lot of Ramsey Pine. He's their kickoff returner and punt returner, and he's also in on offense. One of those 3-way players, JP.
One of those ATHs we like to talk about all the time, Ed. One of those do-it-all guys for the ball club. 3-by-1 on the outside now for Paul on 1st down and 10 from their own 32. A little pitch, the ball's loose, and somehow he's able to get on top of it. Nick Morrow, the 5'10", 180-pound sophomore, able to pounce on that one. That could have been disastrous there deep in their own Eagles territory.
Yeah, that's something that the Eagles did not want to do, turn the football over just 3 plays into the game. As you mentioned, deep into their own territory, would have given TGB great field position, but luckily for Ironwood, they were able to recover the football and avoid a turnover.
An ultimate loss of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 11 now for the Eagles. They go back to work now out of the pistol, 2-by-1 on the outside. That play is shut down almost immediately there by a host of Trevor G. Browne Bruins. And a great job there rallying up, getting that penetration up front and disrupting things in that Ironwood backfield.
One good thing I like about TGB this year, the majority of their defense returned from 2023. So these guys have a brotherhood, a familiarity, a chemistry right now. And you see it on the football field so far as these guys are just racing to the football, trying to make things happen.
3rd down and long here. 3-by-1 on the outside for Kavante Paul as he gets a possible play call now from the sideline. He's back in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Rolls out to his right, looks downfield. He'll set the feet, throw, complete across the 35-yard line. It's going to be short of the line to gain. Ramsey Pine on the reception. And Pine, 6'2", 170-pound sophomore. A lot of young, talented players on this Ironwood roster for Coach Stillings.
Yeah, you saw Kavante Paul roll out to his right. Of course, it's a punting situation, but Kamarion McNeil, the defensive lineman, the junior, number 16, was on hot pursuit after Kavante Paul. Paul rolling out and was able to get away from him, make a completion, but for them, it was not enough, and they're forcing a punting situation.
Back deep to receive for Trevor Browne is Carlos Quinones. So we'll see what the Bruins have up their sleeve offensively here for these Ironwood Eagles, just inside our first quarter of action here on Thursday night kickoff. So glad you joined us on CW7 Arizona. That one takes a short hop near the 40 and trickles out of bounds just across the 35-yard line. They're going to spot it, I want to say, at the 37. So it'll be 1st down and 10, make it to 38. So 1st and 10 now for the Trevor G. Browne Bruins. And our first look at their 2024 offensive onslaught.
Yeah, led by quarterback Kenyon Hale, number 7. He's the senior quarterback. He'll bring his guys out there, and the play calling from head coach Francisco Rangel and their offensive coordinators, their entire staff. They'll draw up their first play of the 2024 season.
1st down and 10 Bruins from their own 38-yard line. Kenyon Hale, the senior, in at quarterback. Hale goes up top on 1st down, a little bit too tall for his intended target. as he was trying to find Miguel Fierro down the near sideline. And let's take a look at the starting defense for the Ironwood Eagles here. As there's no gain on the play, it will bring up a 2nd down and 10. Defensive lineman Kia Payne, defensive lineman Tyler Ko also starting tonight. At the defensive end spots, Ethan Quayle, Aaron Mendoza, and the linebackers tonight for the Eagles, Michael Garcia, Connor Crane, Jerry Ibanez. Free safety Ramsey Pine, Anthony Bryant, and Chase Tafoya and Cruz Rodriguez round out the rest of the defensive backfield for Ironwood. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10 now. 3-by-1 on the outside. Up the gut, up the left hash mark. Nice run on the play there. And that is Courtney Pennington, the senior running back. He did a great job, and how about that hole right there up front for the offensive line, just paving the way for him.
Yeah, great job by that Bruins offense, just as you mentioned, the offensive line blocking, allowing Pennington to get those yards and continue to drive the football as they are at the 43-yard line. They're heading toward midfield for Trevor G. Browne.
A gain of 5 on the play now, a big 3rd down and 5 here. Possession play for the Bruins. 2-by-1 on the outside. They motion now over into a wing right formation. They'll bring another in motion. A little quick pitch. Cuts it upfield across the 45 into plus territory, and a huge gainer there for the Trevor G. Browne Bruins. How about that, Miguel Fierro? Fantastic.
Great job by Fierro, continuing to keep his legs churning, moving, watching his offensive line block for him, open those holes. And once he hits those holes, again, he continues to keep his legs active and keeps his body moving, and he's always looking forward for more yards. Great run by Fierro.
1st down and 10 now for the Bruins from the Ironwood 48-yard line. Under 9 minutes remaining here in our first quarter from Trevor G. Browne in Phoenix. Handoff. A couple yards, 2 hard yards at that. Courtney Pennington once again on the carry there for Trevor G. Browne. And a nice job filling those holes on the defensive side that time for Ironwood.
Exactly. Ironwood saw what happened on that last run before this play right here, so they know they had to, as you mentioned, sew up those holes and tighten that thing up, so the running game for Trevor G. Browne is not as effective as it was the play before. So they know the adjustments they're going to have to make during game, not just in halftime, but mid-game. You're going to have to make constant adjustments to what you do the play before.
A gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8 now. 2 receivers to each side here for Kenyon Hale. He drops back, goes to the air. It's caught. High pointing the football right there. An excellent job turning. That ball was in the air, Ed, and then right on time, right on target there from Kenyon Hale.
Hale got the proper protection from his offensive line. He throws it, as you mentioned, high points it, and the wide receiver was able to bring it in. That's Miguel Fierro, the wide receiver, the senior wide receiver.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the play. 3rd down and 3 upcoming here for the Bruins. Possession play here. Thursday night kickoff underway here from Trevor G. Browne as we approach 7 minutes remaining in our first quarter. So glad you joined us here on Arizona CW7. 2-by-1 on the outside. It's a handoff. Fierro's got it, and a nice open field tackle there by Ironwood's Ramsey Pine, the 6'2", 170-pound sophomore with a fantastic open field snare.
Yeah, that's harder to do when you think it is. For a guy to go one-on-one with another athlete and make an open field tackle, but as you mentioned, fantastic job by Ramsey Pine just staying in his area, watching where the running back was going to go. He didn't over-pursue to try to do a Superman move and make an incredible play. He just did whatever was necessary to bring that running back down, and a great job by Pine.
4th down, it looks like the Bruins are going to keep the offense on the field here, Ed. So Kenyon Hale, we'll see what he's got up his sleeve right here. And Coach Rangel rolling those dice early here. I like it. 2-by-1 on the outside for Hale. Play fake. To the air. Sidearm. It's caught. Into the open field, and enough gain across the 35-yard line. A magnificent catch and run there. You always talk about the yak, Ed, the yards after catch. And that's exactly what a fantastic job right there.
Great job by Great job by the wide receiver to catch the football right there. I was about to say Kavante Hill looked like number 9. I didn't catch his number. That is number 9,
Kavante Hill.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I didn't know he was playing offense tonight.
I didn't know he was in on offense either, but
we should have asked him on Tuesday night if he was going to play some offense.
Yes, we should have.
Okay, I guess I was right when we said that. Great
Maybe
job,
that was a little
Kavante.
trick up the sleeve right there.
Maybe.
He motions out now. Does number 9. First down and 10 Bruins. They'll hand it off into some traffic and wrapped up there by the Ironwood defense. What a fantastic play there. A lot of white jerseys almost as soon as he got the handoff.
Just gang tackling. They see where the quarterback handed the football off to the running back, and they just swarmed him. Just 3 or 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 5 or 6 white jerseys all around the running back right there. Number 12, Oswaldo Martinez. That's called proper tackling, folks. When you can get a read and see where the running back is going, and if you can peel off of your blocker, peel off the offensive lineman, and get to that running back, hold him up, and then allow 3 or 4 of your other brethren to come clean up the play, that's what you do on defense.
A loss of 1, second down and 11. Hale looks to throw. Nobody's open. He goes down for a sack in the backfield. Nice job there, rallying to the football. And you see Hale looking downfield. There's nothing open. And then here comes number 27 on the hunt for the Ironwood Eagles. And that is Ethan Quayle. And Quayle back there in a New York second, wrapping up the Browne quarterback.
And you can call that a coverage sack, right?
Yes.
Because everybody on the back end was covering their wide receivers. That's great coverage, great defense by Ironwood, allowing Ethan Quayle to get in there and bring down the quarterback.
That is a loss of 5 on the play now. Third down and 15 here.
Here's where your defense can really pin their ears back, right? Third and 15, third and long, you can come after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 3-by-1 on the outside now for Hale. He looks to throw, goes to the air. He's got a receiver, drops it in the bucket at the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 5 goes Manny Campos. And how about Manny Campos, number 11, getting things done here for the Bruins. An amazing reception right there, Ed.
Yeah, great catch by Campos. What a greater catch by Kenyon Hale, considering how it's windy tonight. So he's got to throw that. He's got to account for the wind that's already coming at him, and he's still able to pinpoint, throw that ball accurately to Campos, who was wide open.
Coach Rangel getting it done right now. Offense inside the 10. They've got a first and goal here at the 8. And Trevor Browne knocking on that door.
And you know this wouldn't happen if they did not go for it on fourth down, right?
You're right.
If Coach Rangel didn't go ahead and just roll the dice early in the game and say,
sometimes you got to.
Sometimes you got to. It's early in the game. You do those chances. You take chances.
And that does nothing, if you ask me, but build the confidence of these players, especially in the first game. A direct snap handoff up the gut. And he stopped short of the line to gain at the goal line. It looks like they'll give him the 2, maybe the 1.5-yard line. Manny Campos on the carry there for the Browne Bruins. And I thought he was going to leak through there for a moment, Ed.
For a second, but you got to like what you're seeing from the Browne offense, especially their running game. The offensive line is setting the tone. They're blasting back that defensive front, and those linebackers allowing the running backs, allowing Campos to do what he just did on there to get a really nice gain as they get even closer to the end zone.
Second down and goal here for the Bruins. Once again, Campos in there at quarterback, a quick toss across the right side, and that Ironwood defense not fooled at all. They did a quick pitch to Carlos Quinones, and then number 52 all of a sudden came knifing through Julian Vasquez, the defensive end for Ironwood, and shut that play down.
Yes, he did. Also, number 1, Jerry Ibanez, one of the linebackers in that linebacking core for the Eagles, also came in as the cleanup man to make sure that running back wasn't going to get by number 52, and if he did, number 1 was going to be there to shut him down. Ibanez coming off a great campaign last season. He was number 2 on the defense in tackles, 76 tackles, 11 TFLs, and 2 sacks. So Ibanez is picking up from where he left off last season, JP.
Third down and goal here. Hale back to it. He goes to the air. Got a receiver, but it's too tall.
Oh.
That one was intended for number 8, Miguel Fierro. And there was nobody in the same zip code that time as Fierro in that corner of the end zone, but unfortunately too much air under that football.
Yeah, maybe too much air from the breeze that we're getting out here at TGB. Just carried that football and lifted it way past Fierro. Like you said, I like the aggressiveness of Browne, of Coach Rangel, to let Kenyon Hale throw the football, try to make a completion. Fierro was just wide open, but the elements tonight, I think, took that football, and Hale had him wide open. Sometimes the most wide open throws and catches are the hardest ones to make.
Yes, they are indeed. 4th down now. They're going to bring the field goal unit on here. So this will look like a 24-yard attempt for number 8, Miguel Fierro. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. I hear whistles, and now I see flags. So we'll have to check the laundry on the field right here. Encroachment assessed to the defense. So that'll move them a little closer, half the distance to the goal line, and it will remain 4th down. So once again, the Bruins rolling the dice right here, trying to punch it in with 1:50 remaining here in the first quarter. They're going to try the field goal again now. This will be a 20-yard attempt here for Campos. Swings the right leg through. It's up and no good. So we remain scoreless here as the Ironwood Eagles maintain and have a goal line stand there and stop the Browne Bruins from the second field goal attempt right there, Ed. So we're going to step aside and take a brief commercial timeout, and we'll be back for more Thursday night kickoff here on Arizona CW7. We're scoreless at Trevor G. Browne in Phoenix. Come on back for more first quarter action right after this.
Thursday night kickoff is sponsored in part by Thomas Law Group.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Everyday prices are too high. Food, rent, gas, back to school clothes. That is called Bidenomics. A loaf of bread costs 50% more today. Ground beef is up almost 50%. There's not much left at the end of the month. Bidenomics is working. The price of housing has gone up. It feels so hard to just be able to get ahead. And we are very proud of Bidenomics.
Hi, this is Luis Gonzalez. The Sanderson Ford Summer Sale event is teaming up with the Boys of Summer for the final playoff payoff sale. We're pushing for the playoffs, and you get the payoffs like 0% financing, plus no payments for 90 days, plus huge cash playoff payoffs on F-150, Escape, Edge, Explorer, and Expedition. Purchase or lease any new Ford and get Ford tickets to see the D-backs push for the playoffs. Sanderson Ford is a proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Kavante, too. That was Kavante.
We welcome you back here to Trevor G. Browne in Phoenix. An amazing touchdown run. We apologize while you were at the break, but Kavante Paul got it done from 75 yards, Ed. A 75-yard touchdown run there for Kavante Paul. And what an amazing play. Let's see if we can take another look at least the last 7 seconds of it right here.
Wow, what a great way to get the Eagles on the board with Kavante Paul just doing what he does, doing his athletic things like his track and field prowess came in really well there. And Kavante Paul, as you mentioned, 75 yards, taking it to the house for 6.
The PAT is up and good. And just like that, it's 7-0. The Ironwood Eagles over the Trevor G. Browne Bruins. And Kavante Paul showing you the wheels right there, Ed, as he just hit the afterburners there about midfield, and he was gone.
Yeah, once he was at midfield and beyond that, it was just off to the races, and he just made moves, got away from defenders that were trying to get to Kavante Paul. They were doing their best to bring him down, but Paul was being elusive, and as you mentioned, almost 80 yards later into the end zone for a touchdown.
So the Ironwood Eagles will kick it away here momentarily.
Folks, while we got a second, we'll let you know CW7 Arizona brings you even more exciting football action than this one. Every Saturday, check out ACC and Pac-12 football. This Saturday, starting at noon, check out two great matchups. Portland State at Washington State, followed by Idaho State and Oregon State. So much football on the CW7 Arizona. It's coming out of our ears.
It is going to be a great Saturday of football, and I'm excited because there are so many college football games coming up less than 48 hours from now.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Don't forget, check in here with us on Arizona CW7 starting at noon local time. Back deep to receive for Trevor G. Browne, Courtney Pennington. This ball fielded inside the 10-yard line. Carlos Quinones on the run. Will they get him? They finally get contact on him at the 50-yard line. And what a return there by Carlos Quinones. Look at him get through the traffic right here, Ed.
Wow, what a great response to Kavante Paul's touchdown. So the Bruins start back on special teams with a fantastic run back there by Quinones. You saw him just with defenders just draped over him. Special teams guys are doing their hardest to bring down Quinones. As we see a flag out there on the field, we'll see what the infraction is.
They are picking up the penalty flag, apparently. That gives us a chance to remind you that Thomas Law is a proud supporter of Thursday Night Kickoff here on Arizona CW7. Thomas Law making law personal, Ed. You love that.
Absolutely.
They are also our sponsors of the Student Athlete of the Week, as well as Thomas Law. So, again, appreciate their support every single week here on Thursday Night Kickoff. Handoff to the edge, to the 35-yard line. Courtney Pennington, the senior running back, a nice gainer there for the Trevor G. Browne Bruins, and he'll pick up 7 yards, it looks like, on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 3 here. A lot more plays available for 2nd down and short when you get a nice run like that on first down.
Oh, sure. When you got 2nd and manageable, it's a lot easier to do play calls if you're Coach Rangel, 2nd and 3 as opposed to 2nd and long.
2 by 2 on the outside now. They'll hand it off. Right there for the almost stop is the Ironwood Eagles. But just churning those legs, Courtney Pennington. And I tell you what, Jerry Ibanez came up there and had him dead to rights. And unfortunately, Pennington able to squirt out of that tackle and get a nice little gainer right there.
The strength and power of Pennington to get away from the defender and get those extra yards.
We've reached the end of our first quarter here at Trevor G. Browne in Phoenix. Our score, the Ironwood Eagles 7 and the Trevor G. Browne Bruins 0. Stay with us. We'll take a short commercial timeout and return for second quarter action here on Arizona CW7. More Thursday Night Kickoff coming up next.
Have you had the craving for the best burrito anywhere? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Burrito Express, your local burrito joint. Come on in.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Burrito Express.
With 7 Valley locations and a new South Chandler location opening soon, your new favorite burrito is just right around the corner. Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Kickoff on CW7 Arizona.
Is it time to sell your home? Are you trying to figure out how you can put the most cash in your pocket?
Should you take a lowball cash offer or list it with a realtor?
Do you need to fix it up first or just sell it and move on? The good news is you do have options.
Applegate home buyers can purchase your home for cash now, list it on the MLS, or fix it up for you and sell it for more money.
Either way, we're here to help you navigate the process so you get the most money possible on your time frame. Call Applegate Home Buyers. So much more than just a cash offer. You have options.
Welcome back for second quarter action here on CW7 Arizona as the Ironwood Eagles lead the Trevor G. Browne Bruins by the score of 7-0. James Spoovy coming to you live here alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. And Ed, that was a pretty fast-paced first quarter, and this second quarter should be a lot of fun, too.
Oh, yeah, those 12 minutes flew by.
They did.
It was like, it didn't even feel like 12 minutes. It felt like a minute and 20 seconds.
Third down now for the Bruins. They're working left to right on your screen. 2-by-1 on the outside. Now they'll motion one over. Toss it to him. He'll try to cut it around and turn the corner, and he's bottled up there just across the 30-yard line.
That was number 13, the wide receiver, Damian Cuevas, brought down by Ethan Quayle, the outside linebacker. They tried a little trickeration right there, JP.
They did.
But it didn't work. Ironwood snuffed it out right there. They read what was happening on the play, didn't fall for the okey-doke, but made the proper tackle.
Absolutely. They'll end up losing 2 yards on the play, so second down and 12 here. Three-by-1 on the outside now for Trevor Browne. He rolls out to his right. Hale has to throw it away. He was under pressure there. And applying that pressure for Ironwood was number 22, who unfortunately is not on our roster, Ed, but also number 52 also in there with a white jersey on, and he was bearing down too. That's Aaron Mendoza. So this will be a third down and 12 now for the Bruins. They trail at 7-0 here just inside our second quarter. Three-by-1 on the outside now for Hale. Shotgun snap, looks downfield, he goes to the air. He's got a man, and it's too tall and out of bounds. An excellent attempt there. His intended target was Carlos Quinones, and Quinones, one of those hot targets tonight here for Hale in the offense.
Yeah, Hale, as you mentioned, just threw the football up. Again, had an open wide receiver, but again, it was just too long. Maybe the wind again carried that one and grabbed it from Hale, but he was able to get underneath it. The wind just carried the football a little bit past where the receiver was supposed to catch the football. As we have 10:03 left to go in the second quarter, the visiting Ironwood Eagles are up 7-0, courtesy of a 75-yard Kavante Paul run in the first quarter.
10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in our first half from Trevor G. Browne in Phoenix. A timeout on the field called by the Trevor G. Browne Bruins. So, Ed, Trevor G. obviously wanting to get things done here. They want to convert on this drive, keep their offense on the field if possible, and more importantly, keep Kavante Paul and that offense off the field for Ironwood.
Right, exactly. If you can keep that young man off the field, keep him and his special electrifying talent off the field, keep that offense off the field, and as you mentioned, keep your guys moving down the field and get into the end zone. Kenyon Hale wants to continue to throw the football. As you can see, they're trying to air the football out, but it's just his throws are a little bit too long. Again, whether it's to the wind carrying it or he's just overthrowing it, maybe he's a little bit too excited and he's trying to overthrow it, but they've got to make more accurate throws and get into the end zone.
Folks, start your engines and strap yourself in as NASCAR Xfinity comes to CW7 Arizona. Starting September 20th, we're bringing you every NASCAR Xfinity Series race, including the championship that happens right here in the Valley at Phoenix International Raceway. CW7, your new home for NASCAR this fall. Are you into NASCAR, Ed?
Yes, I love NASCAR.
I've never actually been to a NASCAR race, but I've heard it is the time of your life.
Oh, brother, you got to go to that. Especially get on the pit, get on the infield. It is a sight to behold.
Fourth down here. The offense stays on the field now for Trevor G. Browne. They motion one over. That's Quinones. Shotgun snap. Protection holds. He goes far side out to Quinones. He's caught it at about the 22-yard line and stopped on the play there by Ironwood's Jerry Ibanez. Another look at it right here, and Ibanez with a great open field tackle there and preventing that first down for the Bruins.
Yeah, great job by number one, sensing where the football was going. He knew where that Kenyon Hale was going. His wide receiver was out there. Again, lofting it up in the air a little bit too long, allowing the defensive back to get to the football and make the play and turn the football over. Now Ironwood's got the ball back out there, and they've got another chance to drive the football down the field and possibly get another score.
A turnover on downs puts the ball at the 22-yard line of Ironwood. First down and 10 Eagles, 9:56 remaining here in our first half. First down and 10. They motion one across the formation. Kavante Paul keeps it himself. Tries to weave his way through traffic. He'll pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards on the play. And I would take that every single time if I was Coach Stillings there on first down.
Exactly. It only takes you 2 plays to get a first down. That'll make a nice, efficient drive, wouldn't it?
It sure would. That was a gain of 6, it looks like, there for Paul.
Yeah, if you could get 6 or 7 yards a pop, that's a really efficient drive down the field. Of course, we know that's not going to happen. That's just the way football goes. But if you could, you take it.
2nd down and 4. Paul rolls out, squares the shoulders, throws downfield. It falls incomplete. His intended target was Abel Silva. And the 5'9", 150-pound junior running that little crossing route, and the ball bounces incomplete. 3rd down and 4 upcoming here for the Eagles.
Already, we've seen him run for 75 yards for a touchdown, Kavante Paul. So we're seeing his legs and his decision-making already paying dividends for Ironwood. We're seeing him roll out and make decisions, throw the football on the run. So the Browne Bruins are going to have to account for Kavante Paul's thinking and as much as his athleticism, right?
Exactly right. He looks pretty comfortable so far in his first start at quarterback, if you ask me, Ed.
He does.
3rd down now. Paul surveys the defense. A little dump pass. It's caught and stopped very near the line to gain. Looks like the ball might have came out for a moment. Number 5 on the reception there, Abel Silva. And Silva hauling that one in. And then he is picked up from behind. I believe that was Damian Gallegos on the stop there for the Browne Bruins. That is a 1st down pickup there for the Ironwood Eagles. And that gives us a chance to remind you that Burrito Express is a proud supporter of Thursday Night Kickoff here on CW7 Arizona. Tonight's coverage being brought to you by the fine folks over at Burrito Express. 7 Valley locations and a new South Chandler location coming soon, Ed. I tell you what sounds good right now is a big fat burrito.
You know, we've got to talk to the ownership about them being open beyond 3 o'clock.
Yes.
That does nothing for us right now when we're starving and we want Burrito Express, and they closed, what, about 5 hours ago?
Almost 5 hours ago, yeah. 4 hours and 36 minutes ago, but who's counting?
That's
right?
no good for us.
2-yard gain on the play there for the Eagles. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 now. Kavante Paul, bootleg. They'll pitch it, a little RPO into the open field. Oh. And a nice gainer near the 50, and then the hammer is dropped right there by Manny Campos. My goodness, take a look at this.
Oh, RPO by Paul. He pitches it out to his running back. His running back thinks he's going to get some more yards. Great blocking by his wide receiver, but then bam! What a shot.
That's what you call lowering the boom right there.
Yes.
That's what you get out of bed for in the morning.
Goodness gracious, Manny Campos. I see you, boy.
But unfortunately for the Browne Bruins defense, it was after a 1st down pickup there for the Ironwood Eagles.
It was still a nice hit, though.
It was a great hit. And I'm glad we were able to see that on the replay there as well.
Good job, Sonia.
Fantastic.
Good job, Miss Sonia.
8:02 remaining here in our first half. Kavante Paul, penalty flags on the play. He's still on his feet. Across the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kavante Paul, if it stands. But as we saw, there were actually 2 penalty flags. One flew up in the backfield, and then another one over there on the far sideline, right about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, the first one was at 38, the other one's at the 25-yard line. We'll see what this infraction is. Would Kavante Paul's run stand? If not, it's going to come back, and we'll see if it's against Ironwood.
So here comes the official word from our AIA officiating crew.
You can see Ironwood starting to back it up already. They're moving back.
Holding is the call. And another foul on the offense, an illegal shift. So, unfortunately, that will negate the huge gainer there for Kavante Paul, and they'll do it over.
That would have been another electrifying run by Kavante.
So after the penalty yardage is marked off, it's 1st down and 15. Paul changes the play at the line of scrimmage. 12 personnel here for the Eagles. They'll hand it off on an off-tackle play, and Nicholas Morrow, the 5'10", 180-pound sophomore, gets the call. That'll be after all that, a gain of 1. Second down and 14 now. Kavante Paul surveys the defense. Here's the snap. Rolls to his left. Looks downfield. Pressure comes. He'll keep it across the 50 and forced out of bounds near the 45-yard line by Miguel Carrillo, the senior linebacker, coming up and shutting that play down there before it did any more damage by the Ironwood Eagles.
And that's what makes Kavante Paul so dangerous. He gets out there in space, as you mentioned, rolls to his left. You don't know if he's going to run the football, he's going to throw the football. So the defense has got to account for his running as well as his throwing ability. So you're kind of at a loss for what you're going to do defensively. You're just kind of in no man's land and deciding kind of waiting for what Kavante decides he wants to do.
Kavante, we mentioned it, an all-star wide receiver for these Ironwood Eagles last season. And the Eagles looking good here now at the Ironwood Trevor Browne 45. As the head linesman runs in, we have a little stoppage of play for a moment.
You just had to reset the football, that's all. He had to set it right back at the 45.
So we are once again ready for play now. 3rd down and 4 here. Movement up front, penalty flags once again. And that looked like the right tackle there for the Ironwood Eagles. Number 78, Ethan McCluskey. So the Eagles kind of shooting themselves in the foot here on this drive right now, and so they'll try to see if they can get out of their own way here going forward, Ed. Third down and 9 now. A little misdirection. They even had me fooled. I thought Kavante Paul still had the football. But that is number 2. And so that'll be a 4th down now. Let's get to the student athlete of the week here.
And that's brought to you by Thomas Law. Thomas Law would like to recognize our student athlete of the week.
Thursday Night Kickoff is sponsored in part by NextCare Urgent Care.
Hi, this is Luis Gonzalez. The Sanderson Ford Summer Sale event is teaming up with the Boys of Summer for the final playoff payoff sale. We're pushing for the playoffs, and you get the payoffs like 0% financing, plus no payments for 90 days, plus huge cash playoff payoffs on F-150, Escape, Edge, Explorer, and Expedition. Purchase or lease any new Ford and get Ford tickets to see the D-backs push for the playoffs. Sanderson Ford is a proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
You expect great deals on great furniture Labor Day at the Dump, but never Barca Lounger's new immersive sound. Top grain leather and power Barca Loungers. Power headrests and recliners. No fake dupes. All brand names 50 to 90% off. Labor Day at the Dump. The biggest weekend, the best deals. Dump fake sales and low quality for true deals on designer brands. Labor Day at the Dump.
Saturday, August 31st. The next chapter of Pac-12 football kicks off on CW Football Saturday. Touchdown! First, Washington State looks to make some noise when Portland State comes to town. Then, Oregon State is ready to take a big step up into the spotlight as they host Idaho State in prime time. A brand new Pac-12 era begins on CW Football Saturday.
Saturday, August 31st on CW7 Arizona.
Sheldon! Sheldon! Sheldon!
Don't say that name. Looks like Beetlejuice. We said his name too many times.
It's the Big Bang Theory Beetlejuice sweepstakes.
The juice is loose.
To celebrate the premiere of Warner Brothers Beetlejuice, you could win a $5,000 grand prize and so much more. Watch the Big Bang Theory weeknights for the word of the day. Text it to 55225 or visit BigBangTheoryWeeknights.com.
Sponsored locally by Roadhouse Cinemas in Scottsdale.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series is coming to the CW.
He's going to go for the lead.
8 weeks of action.
This is his race.
Including every playoff race. Exclusively on the CW.
This is when championships are won.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Premieres September 20th on CW7 Arizona.
We welcome you back to Trevor G. Browne High School in Phoenix. Thursday night kickoff on the air here. An incomplete pass on third down forces a fourth down and a yard upcoming here for the Bruins. And Ed, when you're down 7-0, little over halfway through the second quarter, you got to keep the offense on the field here and see if you can convert.
Exactly. Try to convert on 4th and 1, as you mentioned. You're down 7, 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go for the half. Try to convert on 4th and keep the drive moving and drive down the field. For Browne, that's an important one to actually get some points on the board. Build some confidence in your offense early in the first half. But they're in a punting situation.
They are in the punt. You're right. Back deep to receive for Ironwood. Looks like number 3, Ramsey Pine. And Pine is set up with the Trevor G. Browne 35-yard line.
I guess Coach Rangel didn't want to take a chance that far into their own territory. If they didn't convert, then Ironwood would have great field position.
Timeout on the field called by the Ironwood Eagles. So that gives us a little bit of a time here to give another shout out to one of our fine supporters here on Thursday night kickoff.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and shout out the Spirit Consultants. Tonight's coverage is being brought to you in part by the Spirit Consultants, Arizona's official cheer and dance instructional company, the Spirit Consultants. You guys, if you want to learn how to cheer and dance, go ahead and check out the Spirit Consultants as we're checking out the Spirit Squad right here for the Trevor G. Browne Bruins.
Almost like they could hear what you were saying. Isn't that right, Ed?
Absolutely.
Fantastic stuff there. We appreciate the Spirit Consultants. And speaking of Spirit, all these cheerleaders out here, Ed, working just as hard, if not harder, than these football teams.
Oh, yeah. We got here 4:30, 5 o'clock-ish to get set up, and they're already out here practicing and getting ready, along with the girls' flag football team. So there's so much going on here over at TGB over here on the west side, best side.
And speaking of girls' flag football, we'll have Coach Mo Streety joining us here at halftime to discuss girls' flag football, as he's one of the original gentlemen who brought it to life here in the Grand Canyon State. 2-by-1 on the outside now for the Bruins. The punt downfield takes a Bruins bounce inside the 45, and it'll carry them out of bounds right at the 44-yard line. So it'll be Ironwood football here with 5:01 remaining here in our first half. So glad you joined us here on Arizona CW7. Let's get you that other student athlete of the week, sponsored by Thomas Law, making law personal. Ed,
well, JP,
tell them who we got.
JP, it will be Anthony Bryant II again. He's going to get on a lot more screen time today. Anthony Bryant, the young man from Ironwood, 3.375 GPA, wide receiver, strong safety. The young man wants to be a pharmacist when he graduates. He wants to go to NAU and Flagstaff. So this young man has great plans ahead for his future.
Kavante Paul now on the scamper. He's across the 50, 45, room to run, 40, cuts inside of a defender. And all the way down inside the 35-yard line goes Kavante Paul. And my goodness, he is so slippery, Ed. Look at this.
Yes, he is. So elusive, so quick. And once he gets out in the open field, he makes, again, decision-making is impeccable as he gets his guys well into TGB territory. Great run there by Paul.
And one thing you'll notice about Kavante Paul, rarely does he go down with first contact. So you got to bring the whole house when you're coming after Kavante.
Guess how many fumbles he lost last year? One.
Just one. Wow.
One in 12 games. So he's very smart with the football. Very rarely turns it over.
First down and 10 Eagles. They hand it off. Up the gut Cutting it back inside was Nicholas Morrow, the 5'10", 180-pound sophomore, just weaving his way through traffic right there for the Eagles behind that big offensive line.
Morrow weaving and gliding through the offensive line doing their work, opening seams and daylight and grass. Well, I guess turf in this instance. Turf for Morrow to get through. A good run there by Morrow.
And the rest of the lights have come on here at Trevor G. Browne Stadium, which we are extremely excited about. I should say Bill Mitten Stadium. And so that should brighten up the picture there for you folks at home.
What a great shot there. Good field shot by our guys, Lupe and Daniel.
As we approach 4 minutes remaining here in our first half. 2-by-1 on the outside now for Paul. He's going to keep it himself once again, work his way inside. Now bounces to the outside, still on his feet. Across the 10-yard line, and it takes about 3 Trevor Browne Bruins to get him down. Kavante Paul once again just making him pay with the legs there from the quarterback position.
My goodness. Yes, my goodness is right. Paul, he gets through the offensive line again. Those guys are putting their work in up front, and Paul just gets his way through, as you mentioned, weaves through traffic and continues to keep his legs moving. He's just getting positive yards. He's moving his guys down the field as the clock continues to run, about 3.5 minutes to go. They're driving for another score.
Great visiting with him as well the other night on the Desert Gridiron Game Plan. We had him and Coach Stillings on, and 2 weeks into the show so far, Ed, and I'm having a whole lot of fun with it.
And what day and time is that?
Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. on the Epic Sports Network on YouTube, and you can also catch the replay on CW7AZ.com. Into the end zone for the touchdown. How about it? Kavante Paul plunging it in there for the Ironwood Eagles as we take one more look at it. Just up the gut, a designed quarterback keeper. And, Paul, he doesn't need that much space, just enough of a crease to slip through there with that speed.
No, sir, not at 5'9", 155 pounds. You mentioned he doesn't need much space. He's making it happen with his legs. Again, in the first quarter, a long 75-yarder. This one much shorter than 75 yards as Paul's offensive line, again, creates space for him. And Paul, with his vision, just gets through all those holes and into the end zone for the score.
On for the PAT. It's up and no good. It's wide right. And that is unfortunate for Brady O'Quinn, or make it Julian Pippins, my mistake, the 5'10 senior. And so the Ironwood Eagles 13 and the Trevor G. Browne Bruins 0. We got 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in our first half. We're so glad to join us tonight on Arizona CW7 and Thursday night kickoff. Don't forget, tomorrow night, it'll be the first edition of the season of the Friday Night Red Zone. That'll be live on CW7 Arizona tomorrow night, kicking off at 7 p.m. And don't forget as well about our coaches show. We just talked about that a moment ago, the Desert Gridiron Game Plan. That comes your way live on Tuesday nights during the season at 8 p.m. local time on the Epic Sports Network on YouTube, and then replays available whenever you desire on CW7AZ.com.
That is a great thing about on demand, right? You can watch it whenever you want to, however long you want to, however much of the show you want to watch. If you take a break, go get some dinner, go shopping, you can come back, pause that show, come back and pick up right where you left off.
Or just watch the whole darn thing over again if you want
could.
to.
Yeah,
you could.
It's only an hour long.
It's beautiful.
It's great programming.
And we appreciate our guests we've had on so far, and we've had some great ones. That ball fielded inside the 5-yard line. Here come the Bruins out across the 10, 15-yard line. Cutting it back upfield near the 20. And that is number 18, Desmond Beaver Smith on the return for the Bruins. Stopped on the play there by a couple of Ironwood defenders, among those number 28, Isaiah Trails. So the Bruins will go back on offense here now, trailing 13-0. 2:55 remaining here in our first half. First down and 10 for Trevor G. Browne from their own 22-yard line. A 15-yard net kickoff return there for the Bruins. 2-by-2 on the outside now for Kenyon Hale. The senior from the shotgun. He'll hand it off and nowhere to go with the football. He hands it to Courtney Pennington, and then number 62 knifing in there and making almost an immediate stop was Herbert Saravia. Watch this. And that's how you get in the backfield, shed that block, Ed, keep your eyes square to the line of scrimmage and get in there, buzz those feet, and make the stop.
Yeah, great job by 62, as you mentioned, getting around that offensive lineman and bringing down Courtney Pennington pretty much as soon as he had held the football. 62 was back there in the backfield and making that tackle along with Connor Crane, the middle linebacker.
A loss of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 14 now. Clock runs as we approach 2 minutes remaining here in our first half. Hale out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go. Directs traffic downfield. It's caught by Carlos Quinones. Quinones still on his feet. And a big play there to get the Browne Bruins across the 40-yard line. Let's take another look. Great job there by Kenyon Hale directing traffic and finding Quinones.
Finally, the Bruins are able to get something going offensively. Hale, as you mentioned, rolls out to his left, sees Quinones out there open in the flat. Great connection between quarterback and wide receiver. Quinones gets down the field, gets some more yards, gets the first down, gets them a little bit closer to midfield. Great pickup by the Bruins.
Ball at the 42-yard line now. 3-by-1 on the outside. Hale claps the hands, looks to throw. Protection holds, down the middle. It's caught. Once again, Quinones across midfield, driven out of bounds near the 46-yard line, and a magnificent pitch and catch there from Kenyon Hale to Quinones.
Hale and Quinones making some beautiful music over the last 2 plays. Those connections between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Hale sees Quinones, again, fires the football to him, to number 0, and he keeps the chains moving. Move that chain gang again for a first down for the Bruins.
There you see that magnificent field shot provided by our guys Daniel Guevara and Lupe Ramirez on the sideline here for us on Thursday night kickoff. First down and 10 from the Ironwood 46. Hale looks to throw, goes to the air, it's caught. Far side, still on his feet. And once again, that is Quinones over there on the far side. And he's the hot target here as of late for quarterback Kenyon Hale.
And Hale's going to go to him until he's not hot anymore. It's a good drive so far by TGB. Now they're in Ironwood territory. Got about 90 seconds to go before the half. TGB looking to punch it into the end zone and get 6.
2-by-1 on the outside now for Kenyon Hale. Shotgun snap. Protection. Throws. Quinones caught inside the 30-yard line. Brought down on the play by number 21, Gabe Guerrero, for the Ironwood Eagles. A nice reception once again there for Quinones. And at this point, he might be getting close to that century mark.
Maybe. Bruins already back at the line of scrimmage. Got another play dialed up with 1 minute to go before the half.
2-by-2 on the outside for Hale. A little hurry-up offense here. The play is batted and nearly picked off. The big paws up front. And I believe that was number 62 up front there for the Eagles, tipping that ball down. Actually, that was number 27, Ethan Quayle. And then 62 almost pulled it out of the sky, Herbert Saravia, and had himself an INT right there, Ed. So
almost did.
Team defense on display there for the Eagles.
Yep, it takes a teamwork to make the dream work, right?
It does indeed. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 now for Trevor G. Browne, as we are under a minute to play here in the second quarter. Don't forget to stay with us at halftime. We'll be joined by Coach Mo Streety, currently with the Los Angeles Rams out in California. Timeout on the field called by Ironwood Eagles. 53 seconds to play here in the first half. And we got some good games upcoming here over the next few weeks, if we can get that up here in a second. And next week, Ed, I'm excited. We're going to head to the east side and go over to the East Valley and visit the Tempe Buffaloes for our first game ever there at Tempe High School.
I'm so excited. That's, as you mentioned, it's a first for us, a new school for us to go to and feature, as we check that right there. Next Thursday, Yuma at Tempe. Week afterwards, we go to Deer Valley, Greenway and Deer Valley. That should be a great one. A week after that, Notre Dame Prep and Sunny Slope. That'll be a good game. The week after that, Cienega McClintock. That'll be a great game. See where I'm going, folks.
You're seeing a pattern, folks.
Yeah,
yes.
There's the pattern. And then on October 3rd, another great one. AZ College Prep at Vista Grande. Every single one of these games are going to be great. And as you see, the full schedule at the bottom, CW7AZ.com.
That's exactly where you can find all the high school football you can handle this fall, courtesy of the fine folks over there at CW7 Arizona. I'll get it out here. Hail to the air. He's got a man. It's intercepted just short of the 10-yard line. And how about that? Abel Silva, watch this INT right here. He was spying the quarterback the entire way and just jumped a route just outside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, knew exactly where he was going. He was going for his wide receiver that he had covered. Great job by Silva, jumping that route, getting the pick, and nullifying the drive that Trevor G. Browne was doing as they were driving spectacularly. They were moving the ball really well, but an interception shuts all that down as Ironwood gets the ball back with 48 seconds to go at the 10-yard line.
The Trevor G. Browne Bruins had a nice drive going there for a little bit, and unfortunately one of those drive killers, the interception there, courtesy of the Ironwood Eagles, and now it's Eagles football as they lead it 13-0 with under a minute to play here in our first half. The offense takes the field once again now for Ironwood. They'll hand it off. Kavante Paul gives it off. And that was Nick Morrow on the carry. There you see Coach Francisco Rangel of the Trevor G. Browne Bruins. That's a great field level shot there for you on the Bruins sideline. And he's trying to get things sorted out here, both offensively and defensively here against these Ironwood Eagles. We got another timeout on the field.
Well, we got a break in action, folks, with about 39 seconds to go. We want to shout out one of our other great partners. Tonight's coverage is being brought to you in part by Next Care Urgent Care. And also stay tuned at halftime for the Next Care Urgent Care Health Tip. You definitely want to keep your ears tuned for that because that's going to be a great one. And also, CW7 Arizona brings you even more exciting football action. Just keep the reads coming. We got time for this. Every Saturday, check out ACC and Pac-12 football. This Saturday, starting at noon, check out two fantastic matchups. Portland State at Washington State up there in Pullman, Washington, followed by Idaho State and Oregon State up there in Beaver territory. That's going to be two great games up there in the Pacific Northwest.
That is going to be fantastic indeed. I'm looking forward to that. Full slate of college football on Saturday. Two games for you here on CW7 Arizona. We know, along with us, you'll be locked in on those games.
You better believe it.
Play fake. They go far side with it now. And Kavante Paul just takes it down there just outside the 20-yard line. And you can see even on the play designed to kind of kneel it down there a little bit, a lot of open space there for Kavante Paul.
Mm-hmm. Kavante Paul having a heck of a first half. 2 touchdown runs, has them up 13-0. It's been the Kavante Paul show for the Ironwood Eagles.
We got a player down right now looking for a little stretch. .37 seconds remaining here until halftime. Let's give them that Next Care Health Tip right now, Ed. Perfect timing for that.
Absolutely. It's time for our Next Care Urgent Care Health Tip for athletes and everyone else that lives here in the desert. Coconut water, sports drinks with electrolytes and fresh juices help replenish fluids lost during high-intensity activities. Folks, don't forget 80% of emergency room visits can be treated at Next Care Urgent Care for an average of a third the cost. Again, 80% of emergency room visits can be treated at Next Care Urgent Care for an average of a third the cost. We know everything's so expensive nowadays, so if you can save a third off of your bill at Next Care Urgent Care, you better go ahead and take advantage of that.
That is a win followed by another immediate win right after that. Definitely make sure and see our folks over at Next Care Urgent Care, proud supporters of Thursday Night Kickoff here on CW7 Arizona.
Definitely a win for your bank account.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you can win in that area, that's a big win. 37 seconds here. And it looks like the Ironwood Eagles are going to down it and go into the locker room with a 13-0 lead. We got a timeout on the field. Looks like called by Trevor G. Browne, I believe. No, they call it, Ironwood football calls it. So a timeout on the field here with just under a minute to play here in our first half. And it's been a good first half for the Eagles. I'm impressed with what I've seen from Kavante Paul, and their defense has played really well also, Ed.
All right, so far pitching a shutout against Trevor G. Browne against their quarterback situation, Kenyon Hale, and their offense not able to get any points. And as you mentioned, Kavante Paul coming out with 2 big touchdown runs to put them up 13-0. It's going to be the adjustments. Which team at halftime are going to make the adjustments? And one adjustment they're going to have to make is to this weather. It's going to be a battle of attrition because it's only going to get warmer, and the elements are going to be a little bit tougher for these football players as the game goes on. We're going to see, hopefully, many more players cramping up, but these guys are going to have to continue to be packed with fluids and continue to drink. And as we mentioned on the Next Care Urgent Care Health Tip, these guys have to stay healthy for the third and fourth quarter for the next 24 minutes of football.
Yeah, just after 8 o'clock here, Ed, in Phoenix, Arizona, and still 97 degrees outside. So hydration has to be at a premium here in this game. And you mentioned, as the game goes on, the war of attrition also goes on. The breeze starts to calm down a little bit more after sunset, and it just gets more and more challenging out there for these guys.
Especially with the uniforms and everything they've got to wear, and then they've got to run around with those uniforms on, and it's almost 100 degrees still, and they still want you to play at a high level of football. It's, as you mentioned, it's going to be a mental game as we go toward the second half.
How did we do it back in the day? That's really the question.
Yep.
It's halftime here at Trevor G. Browne Bill Mitten Stadium here in Phoenix. Our score, the Ironwood Eagles 13 and the Trevor G. Browne Bruins 0. Stay with us. Halftime festivities coming up next. The halftime report is next, and we'll also be joined by Coach Mo Streety from the Los Angeles Rams as we talk to him about girls flag football and more. Halftime coming up next.
We have 4 children that all have special needs and they need specialized instruction. Without ESA, we would not ever be able to afford something like this. Everybody is different and not one size fits all. I encourage every parent to look into the ESA program. It's been invaluable to our family.
My job is to further improve Arizona's already excellent public schools. But if your school is not meeting your child's needs, you have choices.
I'm so happy that we have ESA for our children in Arizona.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Everyday prices are too high. Food, rent, gas, back to school clothes. That is called Bidenomics. A loaf of bread cost 50% more today. Ground beef is up almost 50%. There's not much left at the end of the month. Bidenomics is working. The price of housing has gone up. It feels so hard to just be able to get ahead. And we are very proud of Bidenomics.
Another episode of Not Your Average Joe by Parker & Sons.
I'm so glad you're here. RAC is making the craziest noises.
Don't worry, I got this.
Voted #1 by consumers in Ranking Arizona for 13 years running. You can trust Parker & Sons.
I'm all done.
The AC noise is fixed. If only you could help with this noise.
Don't worry, I got this.
Call Parker & Sons today. We're not your average Joe.
We welcome you to the halftime report here at Trevor G. Browne Stadium in Phoenix. The Ironwood Eagles leading the Trevor G. Browne Bruins by the score of 13-0. You can see the band out there. And we got a nice halftime guest coming up now. Our score 13-0 here at halftime in this 5A matchup schools just a couple of miles from each other. I'm pleased now to be joined by Coach Mo Streety, a good friend of the family and a longtime friend of mine, former speed coach all over the place here in the Valley. You are very well known. You've been with a lot of organizations. You're now with the Los Angeles Rams, and you are one of the original pioneers of girls flag football, Coach Mo. So tell me your thoughts on the growth of this sport. It's going to be an Olympic sport in 2028 when the games come out to L.A. Just talk about the overall development of this sport over, you've been involved in it for, I would say, at least 10 years now.
Longer than that, over 20 years. To be honest with you, with the Arizona Cardinals, before the Rams and the Raiders were here, all my territory was from Las Vegas all the way to the coast, to Coachella to San Diego, wherever the Chargers weren't. So at one time, Las Vegas started girls high school football, I want to say in 2012, 2010. That is really when it started, and we helped start that because that program was part of Arizona Cardinals flag football. They won 3 national championships out there, and that led on to what you see with Tucson Turf and those girls down there. And then just the last couple of years, it got adopted by AIA, Coach Hines and his crew.
Yes.
And it exploded. Now we're in California. That's one of the meccas of football in sheer numbers. And the Olympics are coming up, so it's for over a couple of hundred teams there now to, I want to say, we'll be up in I would say 400 or 500 in the near future. Noelle Grigsby leads the charge for us with girls high school football. I run the youth numbers, which is larger just because youth is more.
Right.
And I still have my hands all over the Southwest, from Albuquerque to the Beach Cities, from Las Vegas to San Diego.
Hey, everybody knows Coach Mo. Tell us, think back to when you first got involved with girls flag football, or maybe you had someone come to you and say, hey, we got to make this into a thing. These girls want to play. They're as competitive as the guys are. Take us back to that moment when you kind of said, hey, you know what? This could really be something.
Well, when we had the regionals, the NFL flag regionals really became a big deal when we hosted that first Super Bowl with the Arizona Cardinals. That is when it took off. The Cheverinos came down from Vegas. They won a couple of championships, and it exploded from there. And you couldn't have told me it would be where it is now, but when Tucson Turf won back-to-back, that really put it on the map. It was just a waiting game between us and the National Football League, and we won.
Outstanding stuff. We appreciate you joining us here, Coach Mo Streety, here on the Halftime Report. Stay with us. More halftime festivities coming up next here on Thursday Night Kickoff Halftime Show. We'll be right back to Trevor G. Browne in Phoenix after the break.
Hi, this is Luis Gonzalez. The Sanderson Ford Summer Sale event is teaming up with the Boys of Summer for the final playoff payoff sale. We're pushing for the playoffs, and you get the payoffs like 0% financing, plus no payments for 90 days, plus huge cash playoff payoffs on F-150, Escape, Edge, Explorer, and Expedition. Purchase or lease any new Ford and get Ford tickets to see the D-backs push for the playoffs. Sanderson Ford is a proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
At Applegate Home Buyers, we are rewriting the rules of cash home buying.
Our local family-owned business wants to buy your house and get you the most cash possible.
Say goodbye to lowball offers and say hello to multiple options customized to you.
Like our fix-to-sell program,
where we bring the cash and the crews to fix up your home.
We can buy your house for cash today,
or fix it up with you, whichever will get you the most money.
Call Applegate Home Buyers. So much more than just a cash offer. You have options.
We welcome you back to Trevor G. Browne here in Phoenix. It's the Halftime Report. The Ironwood Eagles leading the Trevor G. Browne Bruins by the score of 13-0. We got a special for you now. It's a small piece called Two Truths and a Lie, presented by Sports 360 AZ and Eliav Gabay. Take it away, gentlemen, and we'll be back with you here for more halftime show right after this.
This is the show where you get to know your foe. All right, we got ACP, we got Hamilton, and it's time to find that lie. All right, perfect.
I drive a F-150. I have an English Mastiff, and I have an older brother.
He drives a Ford F-150.
Lie. Is it true? Wrong.
Oh! I'm 17 years old. I have a Shih Tzu. I've been playing football for 13 years.
Which one's the lie?
Let's go the age.
Wrong!
Yeah!
That was true?
Oh, wait, no!
It's the lie! Was it the lie? It was the lie! It was the lie! We found the lie! ACP wins! Let's go! Now we got Basha versus Chandler. All right, introduce yourselves.
Blue Dantzler. Carter Ochoa. I'm from California. I have one concussion, and I've hand-felled an alligator. You've never hand-fought an alligator before? Wrong.
Oh, that was true. That was true.
Noah is going into his junior year. Dash Blake went to Chandler, and Sam Garcia runs a 5.2 40-yard dash. That's him.
Okay.
Noah's not going into his junior year.
Was it the lie?
Yeah, that was a lie.
You don't get a chance to rebuttal. So Chandler wins. Let's go. Now we got Perry and Castile. All right, introduce yourselves.
Name's Peyton Greco. Paul Palmer. All right, our first one is that we went 7-3 in the regular season last year.
Okay.
Our second one, where's Jimmy Dean? He's a 4-star. Our third one is that we beat Castile by 20 last year.
Okay, so which one's the lie?
The kicker's a 4-star.
Is it the lie?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Now you have a chance to end it here. You have a chance to end it here. Okay. 3 statements.
We have a new teammate from New Jersey. I play golf at least once a week. I started playing tackle football freshman year.
All right. Which one is the lie?
You know, I was really the wrong representative for this. I hate to end it this way, but he's from New York. That's the lie.
Oh! Harry wins!
Football has been wonderful for our family. I have 3 sons. They're all grown men now. It taught them the life lessons that they'll carry through their whole lives. We've had so many great experiences, and it's taught us so much. I'd recommend it without a second guess. But you can't be afraid because they might get hurt. I just love the game. I love to watch the game. I'm Pam Martin, and I'm a football mom.
I got all these hospital bills and I don't know what to do.
Do you have a lawyer?
No, I can't afford one.
You need to call Rafi.
Girl, my neck hurts from my car accident.
Girl, you gotta call Rafi.
Really?
Yes, he helped me out with my auto accident right away.
I'm Brandon Raffy, and I promise you, we will fight for your case.
623-388-4333.
I'm Doug Hopkins, and I still want to buy your house. Other buyers may try to make you an offer without ever coming to see your home. They could try to cancel or lower the offer after the fact. I will never do that. My team will come to your house, make you a fair cash offer on the spot, and won't cancel after the deal is signed. That's the Doug Hopkins difference. See for yourself why more sellers trust the Doug Hopkins team. Go to DougHopkins.com or call 1-800-SELL-NOW today.
The ESA program really helped my children because it actually gave us a choice with transportation, with uniform, It also helps with their one-on-one experience with their teachers.
There's not as many kids, so like you can go up to a teacher and ask questions and not have to wait that long.
My job is to further improve Arizona's already excellent public schools. But if your school is not meeting your child's needs, you have choices.
I feel ESA has really helped us out tremendously.
Folks, welcome back to Trevor G. Browne High School out here on the west side. Ironwood's up 13-0 courtesy of two Kavante Paul touchdown runs over the Bruins. Eagles up 13-0 here on the Thursday night kickoff on the CW7 Arizona. Folks, we welcome you here to week 2 of Thursday night kickoff. We are kicking it off so far. Ed Cole, James Poovey, we welcome you inside the broadcast booth.
Inside the broadcast booth, high atop Bill Mitten Stadium here in Phoenix. And we mentioned it. We had such a good time coming over here in 2022 as the Bruins hosted the Westwood Warriors. And we've been trying to get back ever since. And we're pleased to be back here just off of 75th Avenue in Thomas.
Yeah, not too far from us, about 15-minute drive. I can't wait to get home in about 15, 20 minutes. But, you know, next week we'll be out in Tempe. We'll be out on the east side. So it'll take a little bit longer to get home next week. But as far as this week, it has been the Kavante Paul show in the first half. 2 touchdown runs, a 75-yarder, and a shorter touchdown run. So he is showing exactly his athletic prowess at that quarterback spot for Ironwood.
He is indeed. We're going to take a look at some of the keys of the game here. And I think these will definitely still apply in half number 2. And you mentioned Kavante Paul. That young man has really showed out here offensively tonight for the Ironwood Eagles. And I'm looking for the Trevor G. Browne Bruins to get back on the attack here in half number 2. For the Ironwood Eagles, they want to win the turnover battle. Obviously, that is a goal in every single football game. You want to make sure you try not to cough that thing up and maybe get you a couple plus plays, maybe an interception or a forced fumble on defense. They have to maintain their focus as well. And that's going to be critical for Ironwood here in the second half, because you know how sometimes a team can get comfortable with a lead at halftime and then they kind of let their foot off the gas proverbially, and then another team kind of sneaks back into the ballgame there in that second half.
And here's the thing, that Browne gets the ball in the second half. So what adjustments are they making right now with about 5.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter, in the second half, in the halftime, I should say, as we look at the keys to the game for the Trevor G. Browne Bruins? Number one, they've got to feed off the crowd, home crowd's energy. They've got to get more energetic. They've got to get some scores. They've got to do something to give the crowd something to be energetic and happy about, right, JP?
Yes, they do indeed. They got to feed off the energy from the crowd. And if they're able to come out here and get a score up on the board quickly in this second half, that'll reignite this fan base and get them going here, as this is their home opener and season opener for Trevor G. Browne and Ironwood as well.
And here's the thing, they've got 3 straight home games, Trevor G. Browne, so it would behoove them to get a first win to start off 1-0 as opposed to being 0-1, and then you're already behind the 8 ball because you lost your home opener. And the second one, we saw that pressure the quarterback. I know it's hard because Kavante Paul has been a dynamo in the first half. They've got to find a way to get to him, but it's hard because he's an athlete. He's one of those ATHs you see on Max Preps. This guy can do it all offensively with his legs, with his arms. You've seen it in the first 24 minutes of football.
And I'm looking for Quinones to really maybe have a home run there in half number 2 as well, as he was a very hot target for the Browns offense, or for the Browne offense in that first half.
Yeah, the quarterback, he was trying to get used to him. Kenyon Hale, just trying to get used to these names as well. Kenyon Hale was making that connection with Carlos Quinones in that second quarter. So let's see if they can continue to build upon what they were doing in the second quarter as they go into the third and fourth quarter, as they're trying to make a comeback here in this football game.
And you know, they might want to continue to get Manny Campos involved in that offense as well, because the couple times they had them in there for a direct snap, they had some pretty big gainers on those plays.
Oh yeah, and the third one for me, it may not match up with what the graphic said, but I want you to maximize your possessions if you're Browne. You've got to be able to get down there. That turnover they threw, that interception that the quarterback threw, that was a bad one because they were driving, and then Ironwood, the defensive back, he read that coverage perfectly, got the interception, and that nullified a really good drive, which could have gotten them 6 points, maybe 6 or 7 with the extra point.
You know, one thing we haven't talked enough about tonight is the play of that offensive line for the Ironwood Eagles. Those guys up front have been stout, opening the holes for Kavante Paul, because let's face it, if there's not a hole for him to run through right there, he's not able to pick up some of those easy yards. And there those guys are right there. Right tackle Ethan McCluskey, right guard Daniel Hernandez, Zyler Brooks doing a great job at the center position, and they got a sophomore starting on the offensive line at left guard tonight, and Jackson Jareggi, and then Christian Mejia at the left tackle position. All those guys playing really well here in game 1.
And it's got to be fun because Kavante Paul, he can just do things on his own. He can just kind of maneuver and make decisions on the fly, and then the offensive line just has to roll with it, right?
That's exactly right. It's halftime here at Trevor G. Browne in Phoenix. 13-0. The Ironwood Eagles lead the Bruins. We'll step aside, take a brief commercial timeout, and return for more Thursday night kickoff right here on CW7 Arizona. Stay with us. Half number 2 is up next.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Everyday prices are too high. Food, rent, gas, back to school clothes. That is called Bidenomics. A loaf of bread costs 50% more today. Ground beef is up almost 50%. There's not much left at the end of the month. Bidenomics is working. The price of housing has gone up. It feels so hard to just be able to get ahead. And we are very proud of Bidenomics.
Is it time to sell your home? Are you trying to figure out how you can put the most cash in your pocket?
Should you take a lowball cash offer or list it with a realtor?
Do you need to fix it up first or just sell it and move on? The good news is you do have options.
Applegate home buyers can purchase your home for cash now, list it on the MLS, or fix it up for you and sell it for more money.
Either way, we're here to help you navigate the process so you get the most money possible on your time frame. Call Applegate Home Buyers. So much more than just a cash offer. You have options.
You know, in the time it took me to get this coffee, there was most likely a serious car accident here in the Valley. I'm attorney Fred Thomas. I grew up in the Valley. I've been helping injured people in the Valley for almost 20 years.
If you're injured, contact an attorney that, like you, calls the Valley home. And, like with so many others, will get you the compensation for your pain.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, call me, and I'll get you the compensation you deserve.
If you're injured, call Thomas Law.
Another episode of Not Your Average Joe by Parker & Sons.
I hear you have an emergency.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. I don't have any hot water and I was just about to bathe in.
Don't worry. I got this.
At Parker & Sons, we know trust is everything, and who knows about trust better than your pets?
I'm all done.
Thank you. Now if I could just get somebody to bathe little Brody.
Don't worry. I got this. All done.
Call Parker & Sons today. We're not your average Joe.
We are the Trevor G. Browne Bruins cheerleaders, and it is time for Thursday Night Kickoff on the CW7 Arizona.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Kickoff right here at TGB, Trevor G. Browne High School, home of the Bruins, out here on the west side, Bill Mitten Stadium. You see the Ironwood Eagles on the far side of the field getting warmed up for the third and fourth quarter. They're going to have to keep warmed up as we got 3 more minutes on the clock before we kick the football off for the third quarter.
And, folks, a great time out here this morning as well with the Arizona Daily Mix Pep Rally hosted by CW7's own Brad Perry. And the kids love it. The coaches love it. The band loves it. It is just a fun time on a Thursday morning.
Look at Brad.
And you can see Brad right there just hyping them up like nobody else can.
I'm telling you, and there's the players, there's the fans, everybody out there. It's so great to feature these. Look at Brad's skills. I didn't know he had skills like that.
He can do it all, that guy.
You got some volleyball skills, Brad? I see you.
Badminton, look at it.
Oh, okay. Is he going to play the drums, too? Is he out there playing drums?
I don't know, but that guy's playing drums blindfolded, which is very impressive.
That's a talent right here off Catalina Drive, yeah.
Absolutely right. And, we talk about these guys and gals all the time, the cheerleaders, the band. They work as hard as anybody as we come back live here to the stadium down there on the track, and you see some of that cheer squad right now doing their thing here at TGB.
Right, and it adds something special to the broadcast, also to the atmosphere and just the feel of a football game, right? To have a band out here and have this cheer squad out here, these young ladies, so talented, these young men and ladies out here playing these instruments, something I used to do back in high school a long time ago.
What did you play, Ed?
I played trumpet. I was first trumpet in the marching band. Yes.
Look out. Now, I did not know that.
I was in the jazz band, I was in the orchestra, and I was in the marching band, all at the same time.
Man, you learn something new every day, let me tell you what. Let's take a look at what's coming up here, and we'll get you started with some of that and upcoming schedule now for Trevor G. Browne. They're going to be, you mentioned 3 straight home games to start the season off. They're going to host the Maricopa Rams on the 6th. and then they're back home again against the McClintock Chargers. We'll be out of McClintock High School later this season as the Cienega Bobcats visit the McClintock Chargers. And then they go on the road, Ed, for 2 games in a row against some tough West Side opponents. 2 games in a row against Sunrise Mountain. 4 of the next 5 after this 3-game homestand. So they've got to take advantage of these early home games because it gets no easier for Trevor G. Browne. Looking at Ironwood, they've got Central and South Mountain. They've got a 2-game homestand. Then they go to Raymond S. Kellis on September 19th. September 27th, they got Verado. So 3 of their next 4 after this game are at home. So they've got some good old home cooking over the next month or so. Coach Jeremy Hathcock in his first season out there for the Verado Vipers after coming back to the Valley from his hometown coaching job up there at Blue Ridge High School as coach of the Yellow Jackets. So I'm excited to see what he can do with that Verado program in year 1. Yes, folks, again, tonight's coverage is being brought to you by one of our fantastic partners, which I wish were open past 3 o'clock, but that's another story. That's Burrito Express. We love it. Sonia did a great commercial. Did they play Sonia's commercial tonight? Sonia, did you get on the air tonight? I think so, yes. I think maybe a couple times. Maybe a couple times, but Burrito Express, folks, if you've never been there, look up their website and check out their locations. We got one out there in Tempe off of ASU's campus. We did a high school football show there right before the season. Yes. We had a great time out there, but Burrito Express, some of the best food in town. You got to go hit up BE. And it is right next to ASU, right there at the corner of Rural and University in Tempe. They also got one up in Scottsdale, a couple out in Gilbert, I think a Chandler location, and then a new South Chandler location coming soon as well. So thanks to Mr. Marin and the fine folks over there at BE. We're ready for half number 2 here as that ball sails out of bounds. Foul assessed to Ironwood now. So we'll see if they make him re-kick it. Looks like they're going to keep the kicking team on the field here. And so Trevor G. Browne will have 5 yards shorter. As you can see, that stadium light has gone out once again over there in the corner, Ed. So we're about ready to get it going here. Quarter number 3 about to officially commence. The right leg is through. Ball fielded inside the 10-yard line. Nice return across the 20, 25, 30, still on his feet. 40, 45, 50. He's got room to run, finally shoved out of bounds on the far side of the field. And that was a huge return there for number 18, Desmond Beaver Smith. And Beaver Smith also plays defensive back as well for this Bruins ball club. And making a huge contribution right there on special teams. We're going to talk about this to death every single week, folks, the importance of special teams along with the offense and the defense. Special teams can get you in great field position, and that's exactly what Desmond Beaver Smith, the senior defensive back there, also kick returner and cornerback, he got them in really outstanding field position about the 37-yard line of Ironwood. Great start there for Kenyon Hale in his offense. First down and 10 now for the Bruins, and plus territory is where Kenyon Hale and the offense will start this drive. Looking for their first points of the night, and Ed, they are just 37 yards away from those points. But they're going to have to put in work to get those 37 yards for a touchdown. They are indeed. It's not going to come easy against this Ironwood defense, which is so far, as you see, check the scoreboard, folks, they're pitching a shutout. First down and 10 now for Trevor G. Browne. As they're working on some issues over there with the chain gang on the far side of the field, and gives us a chance to shout out those guys, a critical piece to what we do here on Thursday and Friday nights here in high school football. Absolutely. You got to have those chain, the guys holding those chains, you've got to have them in the right position, because if they're not in position, then things can go awry, and you don't need things to go awry when you're talking about field position. And you know, such a classic element of the game as well, Ed, you saw the NFL was testing the digital down markers and so forth during the preseason. Yeah. Decided to scrap the whole thing. Let's stay old school with the old school chain gang. I love it. Yeah. I love technology, you know, with the digital age, and you're trying to try new things. If you're the NFL, you're a billion-dollar corporation. You can make those kinds of changes and experimentations, but
Luckily for them, they decided otherwise, and they decided to use human beings instead.
There you see Coach Simic out there talking to the offense, former lineman at Ottawa University, Arizona, out in Surprise. And great to see these young men who played football locally, stay local, they go to college here, and then they return to coach up the next generation, Ed. I love to see it.
Me too. I love to see these coaches, as you mentioned, come back to these high schools and pour into these young men because they need the proper guidance as they're going through their football careers, not just football careers, but their careers in school and out of school, because it's more than just football. It's about hitting the books, and everything else comes extracurricular and everything else that's going to go on in your life with life situations, right?
Because, you know, as much as we love this football thing, it only lasts for a very short window of time in our lives, and you've got to have a future planned out for yourself and kind of have some sort of direction on what you want to do after football is over, because it's a very short career. What's the average NFL career, I think, if you make it that far, which is the 0.5%, I think,
right,
of athletes that strap it up on Thursdays and Friday nights actually make it to the pro level. An amazing statistic. Wrapped up there immediately was Courtney Pennington and a host of tacklers on the stop there for the Ironwood Eagles, that time led by middle linebacker Jerry Ibanez. Had a couple of other white jerseys over there as well. And team tackling on display right there for the Ironwood Eagles. No gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for Trevor G. Browne. Two by one on the outside now for Kenyon Hale. Drops back to throw. Pressure off the edge. He's going to go down for a sack. Jerry Ibanez on the hunt that time for the Ironwood Eagles, and he ran the corner, ran that hoop, as we say right there, and almost unabated to the quarterback, Ed.
Yeah, excellent penetration by him. Also, number 27, Ethan Quayle, the outside linebacker, also came in. So if Kenyon Hale was going to pop out to his left to get away from that pressure, then number 27 was also going to be there to bring him down. But outstanding pressure off the edge by number 1, the middle linebacker, coming off the edge to get that sack, forcing a 3rd and 18.
3rd down and 18 now. A loss of 8 on the play there. Clock winds as we approach 10 minutes remaining here in our 3rd quarter. So glad you joined us tonight on the CW7 Arizona for Thursday night kickoff. We are proud to be starting off your Arizona High School football week every week. Timeout on the field called by Trevor Browne and the offense. So Coach Rangel wants to square things up once again, make sure the right play call is on here, as this is a big 3rd and long, and they do not want to squander the opportunity here after that great return.
Exactly. While we got a break in the action, folks, the CW7 Arizona brings you even more exciting football action to go along with this one. Every Saturday, check out ACC and Pac-12 football on your screen. You see these 2 great matchups. This Saturday, starting at noon, check out these 2 great matchups you're looking at. Portland State at Washington State up there in Pullman, followed by Idaho State and Oregon State.
Yes, and those are going to be 2 great games in the Pac-12. We're well aware of Pac-12 situations here in the desert Southwest, and a couple of those teams there. We're going to have Ted Robinson and Ryan Leaf on the call of Portland State and Washington State, and Tom Brenneman and Max Brown will have the call for you at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 3:30 p.m. here in the desert as Idaho State battles the Oregon State Beavers. Out the gate, right side.
Oh.
Room to run, forced out of bounds by number 15, Chase Tafoya. And Miguel Ferrero is going to pick up a penalty flag right there on the play. There's the little extracurricular pop, and the referees say a little bit too far out of bounds on that one there.
Yeah, that's one of those plays you got to pull up if you're number 15. If you're Chase Tafoya, you got to be able to pull up right there and not get that infraction and not get some extra yards because of a personal foul call. Are they going to call that? Yep, there it is.
Personal foul, dead ball.
Yep, they got him.
Assessed to Ironwood. So that'll give, as you mentioned, Ed, free yardage to the Trevor Browne Bruins and put them down close at the 24-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for Trevor Browne.
Now, I know if you're Tafoya, you're already running downhill. You're trying to make a play, but you see the quarterback. You see the young man who has the football heading toward the sideline. You can't hit the guy out of bounds. You got to be able to pull up and just avoid a personal foul call. Also, you could potentially injure that player.
2-by-1 on the outside now for Hale on first down and 10 from the Ironwood 24-yard line. Browne has got to get it done here offensively. They hand it off. They try to go off right guard. That is Courtney Pennington, and Pennington picks up about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. Stopped by a host of Trevor G. Browne Bruins, led that time.
That'd be number 9, Connor Crane, also number 21, Gabe Guerrero, in there on the tackle.
Team tackle in there for Ironwood, and they've been pretty effective defensively here all night long.
Oh, yeah, so far, right there, no gain on that play, so that lets you know how effective this defense is. Again, they're swarming to the football. There are 2 or 3 guys pretty much on every single play that Trevor G. Browne is running on offense.
2-by-2 on the outside now for Kenyon Hale. Second down and 10 here. Ducks under a tackler. He's going to slide into second base there just across the 25-yard line. And Hale looks like he might have lost a yard on the play there. Spotted now at the 25-yard line. Third down and 11 upcoming here for the Bruins as we approach 8 minutes remaining here in our third quarter.
Did you see Aaron Mendoza run through there like Ray Lewis? His number, number 52?
Yes.
He flew through there after the quarterback. My gosh, he was after Kenyon Hale. What a great athletic effort. He flies through the air, misses him, but still forces Kenyon Hale out of the pocket.
You know, Ed, I've seen 52 flying through there a number of times on defense here tonight for the Ironwood Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Hale back to pass, surveys, over the middle. It's caught near the 10-yard line. That is Carlos Quinones. And a magnificent reception there for Quinones. And it looks like he is going to have a Trevor G. Browne first down. Brought down on the play there by Ramsey Pine, but not before he gets to the sticks and picks up a Bruins first down.
Until he made that play, Kenyon Hale had a clean pocket, took a shot after he threw the football, but luckily for him, it was a good throw to Carlos Quinones. As you mentioned, they've got it about the 18.5-yard line?
14.
14, I'm sorry.
They got the ball first down and
line.
10 at the 14, and so they can get the first down if they get it down to the 4th. But I guarantee you, Coach Rangel looking for that pay dirt area down there in the bright orange. Shotgun snap for Hale. He'll hand it off. Off to the races, up the gut, and into the end zone for the touchdown. Courtney Pennington, the senior running back, behind the big offensive line. He goes through that hole right there. You can drive a Mack truck through that hole. And up the gut, into the end zone, never goes down. Touchdown Bruins. They are right back in the ballgame.
Great job by that offensive line, blocking and opening holes for Courtney Pennington to get through, and Pennington follows suit, gets through those holes and gets into the end zone. And a great drive there by the Trevor G. Browne Bruins. Great adjustments they made at halftime to come out here, knowing they had to get on the board, down 13 points. They couldn't afford to not get anything on this opening drive in the third quarter, and they got 7.
The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the PAT is good. Our score with 6 minutes and 58 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The Trevor G. Browne Bruins on the board with 7, and they trail the Ironwood Eagles 13-7. And Ed, I said it a moment ago, right back in this football game.
It just takes one play when you're down 13-0. It takes one drive to get you to within 1 score as opposed to being down 2 scores. Now let's see what the Bruins defense can do coming out against that Eagles offense.
Folks, following the game tonight, be sure to stick around for CW7 Prime, and that will feature back-to-back episodes of the comedy series, The Connors. And as we like to say on CW7 Arizona, it's all good.
All good.
The Connors coming up immediately following tonight's postgame show right here on Arizona CW7.
The show is so funny. Do you watch it?
Hilarious,
Yeah.
man. Been watching that show since it was Roseanne.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Yes. Oh, man.
One of my mom's favorite shows when I was a kid. Even.
Roseanne was a great show.
That. It was. Really was. Of course, The Connors, a spinoff of the Roseanne show. And anytime you got John Goodman in there, you know it's going to be funny.
Absolutely.
Miguel Fierro prepares to kick it away now for the Bruins. Back deep to receive for Ironwood, number 13 and number 26, Brady O'Quinn. High end-over-end kick, fielded at the 1. Up the gut, through the traffic and out to the 30-yard line goes number 5, Abel Silva. So pretty good field position here for the Ironwood Eagles to start this drive. And now we got to see if this Bruins defense can ratchet things down a little bit and get themselves a stop.
We talked about pressuring the quarterback. Tough task for this defense going up against Kavante Paul because he ran all over them in the first half. Can they find a way to get pressure and affect him? It's hard to do when a guy that talented just knows what he wants to do on the football field, and he's so athletic and he's so elusive and he's so tough to bring down because he's got it like that.
First down and 10, Eagles now from their own 30-yard line. They lead the Bruins by 6. Kavante Paul in the shotgun. He drops back. Tries to set the feet. Wants to throw. He's going to tuck it and run. Kavante Paul through the defense. Still on his feet. Squirts out across the 40-yard line. And Kavante Paul, well, I tell you what, he is so slippery out there on the edge. They just can't get him down.
That's the thing. He's so dangerous because his legs are always moving. He's looking downfield. And at the same time, he's dancing around in the pocket, moving to his right, moving to his right. Defense can't get to him. He's waiting for his wide receivers to get open. They can't get open, so he's still dancing. And then he decides to take off with his own legs and make things happen on his own. That's just this makes this guy almost unstoppable, almost impossible to bring down.
Finally brought down there by Damian Gallegos, but not before. Paul picks up about 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 3, they hand it off. And a nice gainer there for number 28 for Ironwood, Isaiah Trejos. 5'10", 185 pounds, and the senior running behind the pads right there.
Mm-hmm. So when Paul's not doing it with his legs, he hands it off to his running backs. He lets Isaiah Trejos get some run right there. Again, their offensive line are just... They're putting in work up front for Paul to make things happen, and also his running backs.
First down and 10 now for the Eagles from their own 44. Paul hands it off. Abel Silva, the carry that time, the 5'9", 150-pound junior. On the scamper there for Ironwood, he'll pick up 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 now. Clock runs as we approach 5 minutes remaining here in our 3rd quarter. 2-by-1 on the outside for Kavante Paul. Once again, that familiar RPO, and we have a penalty flag on the play. So we'll have to check the laundry on the field there.
Maybe that wasn't a flag. I saw one of the players pick whatever that was up and throw it back, and one of the Browne players did.
Well, I'll give you credit, Ed. It was yellow, whatever it was on the field.
Yep.
I saw it myself, but regardless, we play on here. 3rd down and 5 now. Paul rolls out to his right, downfield, caught. It's going to be short of the line to gain. Great stop there on defense, and you'll see it right here. Paul looking to throw.
But I think they're going to get a roughing the passer call right here.
And now they're going to have a penalty flag on this one right here, as you mentioned. And a nice job there rallying to the tackle for Ravante Hill. We had that young man on the Desert Gridiron game plan the other night along with Coach Rangel, and always a pleasure to visit with him. Such a smart one.
Yes. Oh, that's a penalty they could not afford to have. Not when you just got 7 points to get within 6. And Ironwood's already driving. And then you get a stupid penalty, roughing the passer, which gives them, what, 15 more yards?
15 additional yards down to the Browne 34-yard line now. First down and 10 for the Ironwood Eagles and Kavante Paul. Triple option there. He's still on his feet, and he's wrestled to the turf. It'll be a TFL, a loss of 2 on the play. And you saw a host of Eagles flying in there on defense. Led that time by number 78, make it Ricardo Alvarez. Kavante Hill on the stop there. A loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 now upcoming here for Ironwood. Over the middle, it's caught, still on his feet, twisting through the defense down near the 25-yard line. And a little tunnel screen there on for the Ironwood Eagles, and Abel Silva getting it done. A host of tacklers there for Browne. Josu Cardenas on the final stop there for the Bruins. 3rd down and 3 upcoming right here for the Eagles. 2-by-2 on the outside now. Kavante Paul in the shotgun. He'll look to the sideline. Mario Rodriguez is the lone setback. Paul to the far side, it falls incomplete. It looks like a little miscommunication there on the edge. Emil Bryant, the intended target out there, and unfortunately it looks like just either he ran the wrong route. That was kind of a timing route there, Ed, and he just went a little deeper than the quarterback anticipated.
Right, I think Paul was wanting him to come back in, except Bryant was out there in the flat. He was just kind of waiting for the throw to come to him instead of him thinking he had to come back and cut back.
Yes.
Because Paul was thinking, come back to the football, not go out and run a longer route for you.
4th down and 3 here now. And they will keep the offense on the field. Paul looks to throw, goes to the air, over the middle. It falls incomplete. His intended target was Ramsey Pine. And providing coverage there for the Trevor G. Browne Bruins was number 25. We'll take a short commercial timeout and return for more Thursday Night Kickoff from Trevor G. Browne Stadium in Phoenix after this.
Thursday Night Kickoff is sponsored in part by the Spirit Consultants.
I'm Brandon Raffy from Raffy Law Group. Arizona is my home. I grew up in Arizona, I went to school in Arizona, and I love helping fellow Arizonans. So if you've been injured in a car accident, call Raffy Law Group, a local attorney.
Raffy Law Group Accident Attorney.
We have 4 children that all have special needs and they need specialized instruction. Without ESA, we would not ever be able to afford something like this. Everybody is different and not one size fits all. I encourage every parent to look into the ESA program. It's been invaluable to our family.
My job is to further improve Arizona's already excellent public schools. But if your school is not meeting your child's needs, you have choices.
I'm so happy that we have ESA for our children in Arizona.
It's time for us to unlock the phone and get to these results. 720,000 calls.
You were trying to sleep with him at the same time.
Found 8,000 text messages.
But I'm the crazy one, right?
You can't delete this.
Weekdays at noon on CW7 Arizona.
We welcome you back to Trevor G. Browne here in Phoenix. 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in our 3rd quarter. A short gain on the previous play here from Bill Mitten Stadium on the canvas of Trevor G. Browne High School just off of 75th Avenue in Thomas. West side, Ed.
West side, best side. Gonna love that 20-minute drive home.
Yeah, yes, we will.
I can't wait for it.
Absolutely right. You guys are going to beat me home tonight for once. It's about 30 minutes home from here. Of course, that was a little bit earlier in traffic, so maybe it'll be quicker this time. Caught at the 35-yard line by Carlos Quinones. And a nice-looking play right there. Nice job going up and high pointing that football and hauling it in there from Kenyon Hale.
Kenyon Hale just loves his safety valve, right? Carlos Quinones has been his safety valve all game long, so why not go to number 0 if you can rely on him pretty much every single play to make a catch for you? Kenyon Hale continue to go to 0.
Brings up a 3rd down and 2 now for Trevor G. Browne from their own 35-yard line. They want to keep the chains moving. 2-by-2 on the outside. They'll hand it off. Up the gut. He's not going to have it. Just back to the original line of scrimmage. And that was Courtney Pennington on the run there for the Browne Bruins. And they'll pick up 1 yard overall, so it'll bring up 4th down and short here, and Coach Rangel will keep the offense on the field. An interesting decision right here, Ed. Only a 6-point ball game. Do you roll the dice down there inside the 40 like that?
That's a tough one.
That is tough.
It is tough with 40 seconds as you're heading toward the fourth quarter, but Coach Rangel is like, I'm going to keep my offense out here on the field. I want to see what I have in my offense as I go toward the season. What can you do under pressure in a 4th down situation?
That's a lot of it. You're right. 2 receivers to each side now for Hale. He goes, quick hitter, caught. On his move across the 40, 50, inside the 45-yard line. Miguel Fierro on the reception, and how about it? Shakes 2 tacklers there at the 40-yard line, dips inside of another tackler there at the 50. And what a play to keep the drive alive for the Bruins by Miguel Fierro, the senior, showing out here in game 1. Kenyon Hale looks to throw. He's under pressure. He'll throw it away. On the hunt that time for Ironwood, number 22, and unfortunately we don't have that young man on the roster here, but he's made a number of quality plays here tonight for the Eagles.
He has. Would love to give him some love if we knew what his number was.
We've reached the end of our 3rd quarter here in Phoenix. Our score, the Ironwood Eagles 13 and the Trevor G. Browne Bruins 7. Stay with us. We'll return for 4th quarter action from Bill Mitten Stadium right after the break. You're watching Thursday Night Kickoff here on CW7 Arizona. We'll be right back.
You know, in the time it took me to get this coffee, there was most likely a serious car accident here in the Valley. I'm attorney Fred Thomas. I grew up in the Valley. I've been helping injured people in the Valley for almost 20 years.
If you're injured, contact an attorney that, like you, calls the Valley home. And, like with so many others, will get you the compensation for your pain.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, call me, and I'll get you the compensation you deserve.
If you're injured, call Thomas Law.
Start your engines, folks, and strap yourself in as NASCAR Infinity comes to CW7 Arizona. Starting September 20th, we're bringing you every NASCAR Xfinity Series race, including the championship that happens right here in the Valley, down the street from me at PIR, Phoenix International Raceway. CW, your new home for NASCAR coming this fall.
A little NASCAR.
NASCAR.
We love it.
I love it. I love NASCAR.
2nd down and 10 now for the Trevor G. Browne Bruins. We open up our 4th quarter of play here from Bill Mitten Stadium, and yellow flags fly. Early indication is a false start. So that'll back the Bruins up 5 yards to midfield. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 15 now.
Needless to say, this is a critical drive starting the 4th quarter for the Bruins as they're down 6. They would love to drive it down, get in the end zone, get 6, maybe get an extra point, take the lead. So this is a big drive as they are directly at midfield, right in front of us.
Don't forget to stay with us following the conclusion of the ball game for tonight's post-game show. Hale hands it off, going far side. Miguel Fierro on the carry. And Fierro has about a nice gain there inside the original line of scrimmage. And that'll leave him with about 6, maybe 7 yards to go for the 1st down.
Really nice piece of running for Fierro. Just following his blockers. Off to the side, off to the right. He's heading toward the sidelines. Really good run there by number 8.
Stopped on the play there by number 9, Connor Crane, who was crazy enough quarterback last season for the Ironwood Eagles.
Yes, I noticed that. And he moved the middle linebacker.
That's quite a transition.
Yeah, making the way for Kavante Paul to take his job over because Connor's moving over to be a middle linebacker now.
Crane playing really well so far at that linebacker position here tonight. Quarterback of that defense, if you will. 3rd down and long now for the Bruins. Hale goes to the air. He's got a receiver. Drops it in the bucket, and it falls incomplete. Oh, my goodness. What a throw. Coverage on the play provided there by number 15, Chase Tafoya. And he was blanketing the wide receiver. Great timing coming in there and breaking up that pass as well.
That's exactly what it was. The wide receiver had the ball, but Tafoya, as you mentioned, number 15, got in there and did whatever he did on the other side that we couldn't see because it was covered, but he probably just knocked the football out of his hands, but the wide receiver should have caught that ball. But as you mentioned, outstanding coverage by Tafoya.
4th down and 8 now upcoming here.
Coach Rangel's going to roll the dice again, huh? Yep.
Indeed he is.
Yep.
We remind you that Thomas Law is a proud supporter of Thursday Night Kickoff here on Arizona CW7. Thomas Law making law personal. It's personal hill right now between the Bruins and the Eagles. Bruins trying to stay on the field here on 4th down. Pressure comes and they go down for the sack. Nowhere to go with the football. Another one of those coverage sacks right there, Ed. And then you see number 9 bearing down Connor Crane, the aforementioned Connor Crane, right place, right time, and put down a sack right there for number 9.
Looked like Connor Crane was playing that outside linebacker spot right there. Just came off of left guard and left tackle, got through those guys, shot through the gap, and brought down the quarterback. Got to Kenyon Hale and brought him down. Again, big-time gamble on 4th down. Didn't work for Coach Rangel and the Trevor G. Browne Bruins.
So it'll be a turnover on downs, and the Ironwood Eagles will take over at the TGB 48-yard line.
That could be a big momentum shift if Ironwood can go down there and get a score, capitalize off of what the defense did on that 4th down play.
This drive right here could definitely say a lot about the rest of this ball game.
Could Uncle Mo be on Ironwood's side? We'll see.
Right now, he definitely is. Kavante Paul now running through traffic at the 45-yard line. Caroms himself forward somehow down to the 42. And I tell you, Kavante Paul, very Barry Sanders-esque. Don't you remember when you thought for sure that they had Barry all wrapped up, and then all of a sudden he just squirts out of the pile?
Yep. It seemed like that every time you thought you had number 20, you didn't have number 20.
No.
Because Barry would just bounce off and spin moves like Kavante Paul did right there. That was very Barry Sanders-esque. Great job.
It was. That's exactly what he reminds me of out there, just with the ability to get to that spin move. They hand it off. Big head of steam up the gut that time for number 4, Nicholas Morrow. And the 5'10" sophomore at 180 pounds. Think about this, that he's going to put some more muscle on in the offseason and throughout the regular season. And Morrow, just a sophomore, he's going to be a force here for Ironwood going forward.
Absolutely. They've got so many young players on Ironwood's side. As you mentioned, some sophomores, some freshmen on here, but also some seniors and juniors. But these young guys like Morrow and Ramsey Pine and others, these sophomores on this team, they're only going to get stronger and better as the season goes on.
1st down and 10 now for the Eagles. 2-by-1 on the outside. They hand it off. Morrow once again on the carry. Keeps those legs churning down near the 30-yard line. Tackled on the play there by number 22 for the Browne Bruins, Dorian Turner Jr.
Ooh, just stepped over that guy, didn't he?
Turner Jr. actually just came in there to clean things up. Damian Gallegos also went on the stop there for the Bruins.
Running game's really strong for Ironwood all night long.
A gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3 upcoming here. As we approach 9 minutes remaining in our 4th quarter.
And here's the thing, they run the ball so well. If you don't turn the ball over, how is Browne going to get to the football and stop these guys? Because they're running the ball at an extremely high level, JP.
Kavante Paul changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Paul keeps it himself. 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Ironwood Eagles. Kavante Paul, a little misdirection there for Coach Stillings in the offense. They drew the defense to the other side of the field, and then it was all number 2 coming back near side.
Great job with the blocking, as you mentioned, on the offensive line, pushing those guys to the left. allows Paul to get out to the right. He's got nothing but open space, open turf. Once Paul gets out there, good night, Irene.
Good night, Irene is right. And the Ironwood Eagles putting a big dent now in the Trevor G. Browne Bruins. They lead at 19-7 here with the PAT pending. 8:44 remaining in our fourth quarter.
TD run number 3 for Paul on the night.
The snap and the kick is blocked. So with 8:44 remaining here in our fourth quarter, the Eagles of Ironwood 19 and the Trevor G. Browne Bruins 7. We'll step aside for a brief commercial timeout and return for more fourth quarter action right here on Arizona CW7. Stay with us.
Thursday Night Kickoff is sponsored in part by NextCare Urgent Care.
You know, in the time it took me to get this coffee, there was most likely a serious car accident here in the Valley. I'm attorney Fred Thomas. I grew up in the Valley. I've been helping injured people in the Valley for almost 20 years.
If you're injured, contact an attorney that, like you, calls the Valley home. And, like with so many others, will get you the compensation for your pain.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, call me, and I'll get you the compensation you deserve.
If you're injured, call Thomas Law.
Have you had the craving for the best burrito anywhere? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Burrito Express, your local burrito joint. Come on in.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Burrito Express.
With 7 Valley locations and a new South Chandler location opening soon, your new favorite burrito is just right around the corner. Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Kickoff on CW7 Arizona.
We welcome you back to Bill Mitten Stadium here in Phoenix. The Ironwood Eagles leading the Trevor G. Browne Bruins 19-7. Bruins now with a nice kickoff return here. Oh my goodness, Carlos Quinones still on his feet. He's going to go all the way. 10-5, touchdown, Trevor G. Browne Bruins, just like that, right back in the football game. And an unbelievable return there from Carlos Quinones up the near sideline and just dodging and weaving all the way up.
What an outstanding effort by Carlos Quinones to take the ball back all the way for the touchdown on the screen, folks. Yes, that is a touchdown. Great run there by Quinones coming off the Kavante Paul touchdown run. Momentum was on Ironwood's side, but then Browne gets it back with a one-time, one-play run down the field by Quinones. Outstanding effort by that young man to take it all the way down the sideline for the score, getting him back within 19-13, pending the extra point.
How about the Bruins just atoning right there for that last drive, not being able to convert? They come back and they house call it for 6. Unbelievable job right there. Quinones doing a great job at wide receiver tonight, and then shows you what he can do in the special teams.
Boy, they needed that in the worst way, didn't they?
Oh, my goodness. On now for the PAT, it'll be Miguel Fierro. Manny Campos will hold it for Browne. And they're going to try to make this a 5-point ball game right here with 8.5 minutes remaining in the fourth. Plenty of football left in.
Oh, goodness, yes. That's an eternity. 8.5 minutes in football.
The snap, the hold, the kick is up and good. The Bruins draw to within 5 now as the Ironwood Eagles lead it 19-13. And let's take one more look at that kickoff return. What a great job there by Carlos Quinones.
Yes.
Wow.
Definitely something that the Bruins needed, being down 2 scores. Now they're down within 5. So, again, it's going to come down to their defense. And can they stop Kavante Paul in this running game with Nicholas Morrow and others? That's the thing. They're going to have to try to force a turnover, because I think Ironwood's going to try to run the ball as much as it's possible because they've run it so well tonight. So why stop what's not been stopped at all?
Well, if you're Coach Rangel, you can only hope that that kickoff return right there lights a fire, not just a spark, a fire.
Yes.
Underneath that defense to really tighten up here on this drive and get a stop against the Ironwood Eagles. The band working hard there. You see the drum line for TGB, and that makes me feel really good right there, Ed, seeing those young men and women getting after it there on the tambores.
Yeah, me too. You know, being a marching band alum from way back in the 80s when I was first trumpet back in Harrisburg High School with the Harrisburg High Cougars. Oh, it takes me back. How many years? About 30 years.
Do you still have a trumpet? That's
No.
my next question.
No, if I tried to play, I would split my lips right now. I haven't played in years. I would like to play again, though. But, yeah, just seeing that shot, man, it brings back memories.
You're watching Thursday Night Kickoff here, presented locally by the Spirit Consultants, Arizona's official cheer and dance instructional company. The Spirit Consultants, proud supporters of Thursday Night Kickoff here on CW7 Arizona, and we got a good one for you here from Bill Minton Stadium. A little onside kick there, trickles out of bounds near the 46-yard line.
Saturday, August 31st. The next chapter of Pac-12 football kicks off on CW Football Saturday. Touchdown! First, Washington State looks to make some noise when Portland State comes to town. Then, Oregon State is ready to take a big step up into the spotlight as they host Idaho State in prime time. A brand new Pac-12 era begins on CW Football Saturday.
Saturday, August 31st on CW7 Arizona.
Sheldon! 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 Don't say that name.
Looks like Beetlejuice. We said his name too many times.
It's the Big Bang Theory Beetlejuice sweepstakes.
The juice is loose.
To celebrate the premiere of Warner Brothers Beetlejuice, you could win a $5,000 grand prize and so much more. Watch the Big Bang Theory weeknights for the word of the day. Text it to 55225 or visit BigBangTheoryWeeknights.com.
Sponsored locally by Roadhouse Cinemas in Scottsdale.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series is coming to the CW.
He's gonna go for the lead!
8 weeks of action.
This is his race!
Including every playoff race. Exclusively on the CW.
This is when championships are won.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Premieres September 20th on CW7 Arizona.
I guess you're not holding back anymore.
I can't. I'm out of time. The Chosen premieres September 1st on CW7.
Give me a U.S. state with the letter Y in it.
We may not ask the hardest questions.
Louisiana.
But we always get the best answers.
Name the type of music makes you want to get up and dance.
Classical?
Boy, I'm on that elevator. Beethoven, come on.
A new season of Family Feud.
Hey, hold up, y'all. Don't press no more buttons. Let me go and get this here.
Starts September 23rd.
Weekdays at 4 on CW7 Arizona.
This fall, CW Sports Saturday kicks off with hard-hitting Pac-12 and ACC action.
Touchdown!
Then it's time for the playoffs as NASCAR Xfinity Series exclusive new home. And Live Golf drives to the championship. CW Sports Saturday
on CW7 Arizona.
We welcome you back to Trevor G. Browne here in Phoenix. Apologies for technical difficulties, but we're back with you here. First down and 10 now for the Eagles from the Browne 43-yard line. They lead it 19-14, 7.5 minutes and some change here in the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ball game. They hand it off, run off left side. Good for a 3-yard gain out to the 40. Stopped on the play by Miguel Carrillo. And Nicholas Morrow, the ball carrier that time for the Ironwood Eagles. A gain of 3 on the play, second down and 7 upcoming here. As we approach 7 minutes remaining in our fourth quarter. 2-by-1 on the outside now for Kavante Paul. He's going to keep it himself, ride the offensive line, break it outside, and then get hammered there at the 35-yard line by number 14, Josu Cardenas. You'll see it right here. Cardenas with a nice form tackle there, and you saw Manny Campos in there to clean it up as well for the Bruins.
It's good tackling there by the Bruins. I know it's hard to do against Kavante Paul because he's so dangerous. when it gets out in space especially. But that's really good form tackling, as you mentioned, by the Bruins defense.
You know, a lot of Kavante Paul's, he's standing at 5'9", and he just kind of hides behind that big offensive line and then shoots out of there like a little missile.
Yep.
3-by-1 on the outside now for Paul. 3rd down and 1. They hand it off. They get stopped short of the line to gain, and that is a great rally to the football there by that Browne defensive front. Coming in there quickly was linebacker number 6, Damian Gallegos. I'll tell you what, that was a fantastic textbook play there by the linebacker. Staying square to the line of scrimmage, shed the block, knife in and make the stop.
Yes, it is about making plays now. You're under 6 minutes to go. You're down 5. Ironwood is driving in your territory. Who is going to step up and make plays like Gallegos did on there to make some stops? Now here, it's 4th down here. If Ironwood can convert, but if Browne can stop them, that's a really big stop as they would get the football back with the momentum down 5.
Nicholas Morrow flares out of the backfield now. Kavante Paul gets the snap. Penalty flags fly and whistles as we have a timeout on the field called by the Ironwood Eagles. So Coach Stillings wanted to make sure that he had the correct personnel and probably the correct play call on the field there for that one.
Exactly. Folks, while we got a break in action, we'll tell you following the game tonight, as soon as we're done here with the post-game show. Be sure to stick around for CW7 Prime, featuring back-to-back episodes of the comedy series, The Connors. And as we like to say on CW Arizona, as we go to a break, it's all good.
It is all good. Stay tuned after tonight's game for the Connors back-to-back episodes. We'll step aside, take a brief timeout, and return for more fourth quarter action here from TGB in Phoenix. Stay with us on Arizona CW7.
The ESA program really helped my children because it actually gave us a choice with transportation, with uniform. It also helps with their one-on-one experience with their teachers.
There's not as many kids, so like you can go up to a teacher and ask questions and not have to wait that long.
My job is to further improve Arizona's already excellent public schools. But if your school is not meeting your child's needs, you have choices.
I feel ESA has really helped us out tremendously.
At Applegate Homebuyers, we are rewriting the rules of cash home buying.
Our local family-owned business wants to buy your house and get you the most cash possible.
Say goodbye to lowball offers and say hello to multiple options customized to you.
Like our Fix to Sell program,
where we bring the cash and the crews to fix up your home.
We can buy your house for cash today,
or fix it up with you, whichever will get you the most money.
Call Applegate Homebuyers. So much more than just a cash offer. You have options.
Folks, welcome back to Trevor G. Browne. We're about 5.5 minutes before the end. The Ironwood Eagles are holding on for dear life, up 5, 19-14. Kavante Paul just converted a 4th down conversion, so now they've got a 1st down at the 25-yard line of Trevor G. Browne.
3-by-1 on the outside now for Kavante Paul. Nicholas Morrow, the lone setback. They hand it off to Morrow, plunges ahead near the 20-yard line. Brought down on the play by a host of Browns, including Israel Carrillo.
Morrow came up a little.
Morrow coming up a little gingerly there, Ed.
Sorry, JP. Yeah,
that's okay.
We both saw the same thing. Hopefully that young man will be okay. He'll go off and get checked out by the trainers, training staff. But he's ran the ball so well tonight, Nicholas Morrow has.
Just under 5 minutes remaining here in regulation. I think it's safe to say, Ed, because this is still anyone's ball game. 5 points separates these two ball clubs here in the 5A. And a lot of other good football underway tonight here in the Grand Canyon State as we officially get everybody on the field here finally for the 2024 season.
Oh,
Ed,
yes, sir.
I'm stoked.
Yep. High school football is ramping up in Arizona.
The 2A and 3A teams took the field last week, and the 4, 5, and 6A clubs joined them this week, and it all starts here on Thursday night kickoff. Dead ball foul.
Delay of game on Ironwood.
Delay of game on Ironwood. So that'll breathe a little bit more life into the Bruins defense here.
Right now it's about execution on both sides of the football. Who can execute for Ironwood, who can execute for Browne?
Up the middle. Kavante Paul, the ball carrier, out near the 20-yard line. Linebacker Gallegos on the stop there for the Bruins. A 3rd down and 6 possession play upcoming here for the Eagles. Right now, this would be about a 37-yard field goal, I would say, Ed, if they have to go that route. And Trevor G. Browne could turn it the other way and score that touchdown and go ahead just like they did with that kickoff return just a little bit ago, courtesy of Carlos Quinones.
Mm-hmm.
A swing route, complete out in the flat, still on his feet. Ramsey Pine, the wide receiver, catching that one out there on the flat. He runs inside of the defender there and nearly breaks into the open. And a great tackle there by number 11, Manny Campos. And Campos, a touchdown-saving tackle, I would say.
Right, and Campos hit the running back, Ramsey Pine. Almost knocked the football out, actually. But Pine got the football back. Is that right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know what the delay was on the field.
So it looks like Coach Stillington, the offense, will stay on the field here. 4th down and short. As we're under 3 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Whistles and a timeout on the field called by the Ironwood Eagles. So they want to maybe talk this one over a little bit. And they might reconsider and go field goal. But we'll see. 19-14 our score. Don't forget, stay with us as we'll be with you next week from Tempe High School. And tomorrow night we got the Friday Night Red Zone. That's going to debut for the 2024 season tomorrow night. Kicking off at 7 p.m. I'll be with you for 3 2nd down and 10 now upcoming for Trevor G. Browne. Apologies for audio difficulties, but we got you back here. And the Browne Bruins with a chance to get themselves back in the football game. A chance to take the lead right here, Ed, with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Back to pass. He goes to the air. It falls incomplete. Carlos Quinones, the intended target. Penalty flag on the play. And they say a little bit too much contact down the field there. And that is going to be a huge penalty assessed to the Ironwood Eagles.
Yeah, that was 3-on-1 on a wide receiver. Definitely was pass interference right there. That's a huge penalty for Ironwood.
So they will mark off the penalty yardage here, and Trevor G. Browne, they've got to be feeling it right here, especially after that big spot foul penalty.
Exactly. Now that they're at their 35-yard line, they're feeling really good about themselves after that fourth down stop on Ironwood. Now TGB has the football back, and they're driving.
As I stand corrected, not a spot foul there, but penalty yardage assessed to Ironwood. So it's first down and 10, Trevor Browne from their own 35-yard line. Shotgun snap. They'll hand it off into open space. Still on his feet near the 40-yard line, and that is Courtney Pennington on the run. A great-looking run there for number 5, and he's able to get positive yardage there. A 4-yard gain on the play will bring up a second down and 6 when we resume play. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth. It's coming down to this.
Yes, sir. It's crunch time in the fourth quarter. You're down 5. It's coming up on 2 minutes. You're almost at midfield. What are you going to do?
One thing that the quarterback for Trevor Browne, Kenyon Hale, cannot do is force the issue right here. They hand it off, and the running back, Courtney Pennington, swallowed up by the Ironwood defense right there. And leading the charge was Jerry Ibanez, 5'10", 185.
.90 seconds to go, folks. Trevor G. Browne is down 5. They're moving the football. Can this Eagles defense stop them?
He's back to pass. Goes to the air. He's got a man. Toe tap near the 40-yard line for Carlos Quinones. And I believe he was able to haul it in, Ed, and get the 2 feet down for the completion.
Look at Quinones with the toe tap. Nice throw from QB1. Well, that's a toe tap right there. Great catch by Quinones. And he had the focus to make sure both of his feet were in bounds as well once he made that catch as he headed toward the sidelines. Great catch by number 0.
That was a huge gainer right there for the Bruins. They stand now in plus territory at the Ironwood 42-yard line. First down and 10 Bruins. Clock becoming a factor now. A minute 16 remaining here in our fourth quarter. Courtney Pennington on the carry for the Bruins. Second down and short now for Trevor Browne. Low snap, and he's going to have to just get on top of that. Kenyon Hale smartly covering up that football there, but that's going to be an unfortunate loss back to the 43-yard line. Just a low snap. He had trouble with it there, Ed. But fortunately for him, able to get on that football before a white jersey.
Lucky for the Bruins, they did not turn the football over, and Kenyon Hale was able to corral it and get on the football.
Timeout on the field with 45 seconds remaining here in our fourth quarter. And the Bruins on the march. The ball rests at the Ironwood 42-yard line.
Folks, again, we want to tell you following this game, a thriller out here on the west side. Be sure to stick around for CW7 Prime, featuring back-to-back episodes of the comedy series The Connors. Fantastic show. And as we like to say here on CW7 Arizona, what do we say?
It's all good. It is definitely all good this season.
All good.
On Thursday Night Kickoff, we've got a lot of great games coming your way. We mentioned it. Next week we'll be out in Tempe as the Yuma Criminals, a team that put up 88 points in week number 1, or week 0, whatever they call it now. Wow, I can't wait to see this offense coming out from the western slope. Third down now for the Bruins. He looks to throw, goes to the air. Contact and penalty flags fly near the 15-yard line. Miguel Fierro, the intended target, and that is going to be a pass interference penalty assessed to Ironwood. Let's take another look at it right there.
Yeah.
And no doubt, contact before the ball arrived.
Yeah, they're going to catch Chase Tafoya on that one as he pleads his case. That wasn't me.
And the main thing they're going to get Tafoya on is the fact that he never turned his head and played the football.
Exactly.
So that penalty assessed to Ironwood, and I tell you what, Trevor Browne now ever closer to the end zone. 40 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Wow.
And to think they were down 13-0 at half. They had nothing going on offensively in the first half. They gave up another touchdown to Kavante Paul, but their offense has come back with 14 points, and they've got a chance here with 41 seconds left to potentially take the lead. We'll see what happens. Can they culminate this really good drive coming off a fourth down stop and get a touchdown right here?
3-by-1 on the outside now for Kenyon Hale. First down and 10 from the 27. Hale back to pass, climbs the pocket. He'll run it himself. Green grass across the 20, inside the 15, and down near the 10-yard line goes Kenyon Hale. My goodness. Look at him climb the pocket there and do the rest with the legs.
The pressure was coming, so he had to scoot out, and he had nothing but open field as he's trying to direct traffic, but he gets down to about the 11-yard line. Great run there by Kenyon Hale, QB1.
.33 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. First down and 10 Bruins. Kenyon Hale flanked to the left there by Courtney Pennington. Hale the throw. A crossing route in there. And very near the goal line, all the way down to the 1. What a play there. And with 16 seconds remaining here in our fourth quarter, the Browne Bruins knocking on the door here, 1 yard away from the score. They're going to have first and goal after the timeout on the field. Oh, my goodness.
What a drive for Trevor G. Browne.
What a game here from Bill Minton Stadium.
Yeah, absolutely.
A defensive battle, back and forth they've gone. Errors made by both teams, capitalizations by the other teams. And it's just been a really good football game here tonight on Thursday Night Kickoff.
And for TGB, it was just about basically staying in the football game. You come into the third quarter, you're down 13-0. It's not over. You're just a couple of possessions away. All you need to do is drive and get a score. They got a score off of that. They give up another touchdown to Kavante Paul, but still they continue to fight and stay strong in the football game. But Browne, number 0, Carlos Quinones, with that kickoff return for a touchdown, that was huge for them.
That was the game changer. Now the Browne Bruins with a yard to go here. 16 seconds remaining on the clock. My goodness, this crowd has come to life here inside Bill Minton Stadium. Kenyon Hale, Courtney Pennington flanked to his left. Hale looks to throw. Far side, throws to the corner of the end zone. It falls incomplete. The clock will stop on the incompletion with 12 seconds remaining. As we take one more look, Hale rolling out to his right and nowhere to go, trying to find Miguel Fierro there in the corner of the end zone. And great coverage provided by Ramsey Pine.
Great coverage, great pressure coming off the defensive line and those linebackers coming after Kenyon Hale, forcing him out to his right and forcing him to throw an incomplete pass.
Second down and goal, Ed. They need a yard to go ahead by 1.
Sometimes that 1 yard is the hardest yard on this 100 yards to get.
What's the name of that movie, The Longest Yard?
The Longest Yard. This could be the longest yard for TGB.
You are right. Kenyon Hale now from the shotgun. Flanked to the right there by Courtney Pennington. On second down and goal, whistles, and early movement up front. Delay of game.
Wow.
Assessed to Trevor G. Browne.
Oh, goodness.
That is unfortunate to say the least there. And so that's going to put him now second down and goal from the 6. So a lot of different options now. Not power football, not really the option to go for right here.
No.
So now they're going to have to spread the offense out a little bit. And Kenyon Hale is going to have to make it happen. Second down and goal from the Ironwood 6. Back to pass. Goes to the corner. It falls incomplete. Once again, he was trying to find Miguel Fierro. And tight blanket coverage out there in the corner by the Ironwood Eagles.
Blanket coverage by number 15, Chase DeFoya out there. You see him converge, get there. Also, number 3, Ramsey Pine was back there to make sure that number 8, Miguel Fierro, was not able to catch that football. Great coverage there by the secondary for Ironwood.
7 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. We've got a third down and goal for the Bruins from the Ironwood 6-yard line.
And you know this is 4-down territory, no doubt.
Do they have time for 2 plays is the question.
Depends
with
on how
7 seconds on the clock.
Depends on how quick they get this one off, and if they don't score on this one, you've got to move really quickly.
Kenyon Hale works underneath the temporary lining in the corner of the end zone. 3-by-1 on the outside. He looks to throw over the middle. It falls incomplete. The clock will stop with 5 seconds remaining here in the fourth. And it looks like Trevor G. Browne's going to have one more crack at it here from the 6-yard line. That receiver double covered that time. Carlos Quinones, the intended target for Trevor G. Browne. So they'll shuffle players in and out as you see Kenyon Hale trotting onto the field now with the play call.
Got some last-second instructions from his head coach, Francisco Rangel.
Literally last-second instructions right there, Ed.
Yeah.
My goodness. A 5-point ball game, 5 seconds remaining. Ball at the 6-yard line.
Here's the game, folks. Let's both stand up for this one.
Kenyon Hale. They empty out the backfield now for Hale on 4th down and goal from the 6. 3 left, 2 receivers to the right. They're wanting the game clock adjusted to 3 as we've stopped play here. And so we'll get that adjusted to 3. We'll also adjust that on the score bug as well. Looks like we already beat them to it on that one. And so they will adjust it to 3 seconds here, and we'll get ready for this 4th down and goal play. It all comes down to this here on Thursday Night Kickoff on Arizona CW7. Don't forget, stay with us. We'll have the player of the game following the conclusion of tonight's contest. And that player yet to be determined, Ed, if you can believe that. Man, timeout on the field. Ball at the 6-yard line for Trevor G. Browne. What are you calling right here if you're Coach Rangel? Are you going to the air again or maybe a little misdirection? What do you got up your sleeve here, Ed?
Yeah, in the red zone, I have no idea what to call here. It's got to be a passing play, most definitely. But Ironwood's secondary has been playing so well so far. They've been blanketing those wide receivers. So whatever Coach Rangel decides to play or call, it's got to be the right one.
Speaking of red zone, we got the Friday night red zone coming your way tomorrow night live on CW7AZ.com. We'll be back as well on Tuesday night for our Desert Gridiron Game Plan Coaches Show. It'll be episode number 3, where we'll visit with our folks competing in next week's game as the Tempe Buffaloes hosting the Yuma Criminals, and then we'll have a featured Friday night game where we'll visit with those coaches and players as well. All the information right there available on the QR code. Here we go. Empty backfield now for Kenyon Hale on 4th and goal. He looks to throw. Goes to the air. It falls incomplete. And the Ironwood Eagles are going to hold on and defeat the Trevor G. Browne Bruins by the score of 19-14. What a ball game here for you from Bill Mitten Stadium. The Bruins had a lot of chances down the stretch there, but you mentioned it, Ed, that final yard they just could not get.
It really went all the way down to the end, and Ironwood had to make a defensive stand. Their early defensive stand in the season lets you know that the dynamic of this football team, this defense, that they were able to hold Trevor G. Browne down in the red zone at the 5-6 yard line. They got to the 1, penalty backed them up. They got down to the 6 yard line, and they were not able to complete that long drive, and Ironwood comes away with the victory. Great defensive stand by Ironwood.
What a game here for you from Bill Mitten Stadium tonight on Thursday Night Kickoff on CW7 Arizona. Congratulations to Coach Tony Stillings and the Ironwood Eagles. And Ed, tell them who our player of the game is tonight for the Ironwood Eagles. That gentleman will join us up here in the booth for our post-game show.
With 3 rushing touchdowns, that will be none other than Kavante Paul, the quarterback for Ironwood, the 5'9", 155-pounder. He was electrifying tonight for Ironwood with those 3 rushing touchdowns. Thank you, Coach. And we'll have him up here. Our Daniel and Lupe are going to run down there and grab him after they have their huddle, their team huddle, as they're breaking off. They're doing their celebration. They're shaking hands. One of the great gentlemanly things in sports.
We'll take a short time out and return for a very brief post-game show here on Thursday Night Kickoff on CW7 Arizona. The Ironwood Eagles defeat the Trevor G. Browne Bruins 19-14. Come on back.
I'm Doug Hopkins. I've been buying homes for over 30 years, and it really comes down to just one thing: trust. That means transparency. No hidden fees and no surprises.
That means no cancellations after the deal. We are licensed home buyers. That's the Doug Hopkins difference.
That means going the extra mile. Whether it's a top dollar offer for your home or letting you stay in the property after closing, we are here for you.
See for yourself why more sellers trust the Doug Hopkins team. Go to DougHopkins.com today.
You know, in the time it took me to get this coffee, there was most likely a serious car accident here in the Valley. I'm attorney Fred Thomas. I grew up in the Valley. I've been helping injured people in the Valley for almost 20 years.
If you're injured, contact an attorney that, like you, calls the Valley home. And, like with so many others, will get you the compensation for your pain.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, call me, and I'll get you the compensation you deserve.
If you're injured, call Thomas Law.
We welcome you into the post-game report here. The Ironwood Eagles beat the Trevor G. Browne Bruins by the score of 19-14. Ed, it all came down to that final yard there at the end of the game, but unfortunately for the Browne Bruins, not able to get that. And a great defensive stand there for the Ironwood Eagles.
I mean, give TGB credit. They drove down the football field. They were down 5. They were down 13-0 at the half, but they were able to rally back and just make it a ball game. They were down by 5, took the football down the field, but give even more credit to Ironwood's defense for holding down there that goal line stand. That was critical for them. First game of the season, they had that kind of pressure on them, but the defense held strong and they held on for the 5-point victory.
Once again, our player of the game tonight, quarterback for the Ironwood Eagles, number 2, Kavante Paul, slippery as could be all night long, and he really played well here on offense.
Oh, he was amazing. 3 rushing touchdowns for Paul. He was great tonight. Credit that offensive line for blocking and allowing him to do what he needed to do. And he had two or three other great running backs to back him up. So when Paul wasn't running the ball well, Ramsey Pine, Nicholas Morrow, and others, they ran the ball really well. So it was running back by committee, but primarily by Kavante Paul.
Folks, make sure you stay tuned to CW7 Arizona all weekend long as we got some Pac-12 football action coming your way on Saturday. Our next game coming up here on Thursday Night Kickoff will feature the Yuma High Criminals at the Tempe Buffaloes. We'll be on the air next week at 6:30 p.m. for our pregame from Bruce Harper Memorial Stadium, and kickoff set for 7. It'll be our first trip to Tempe.
That'll be fun. I can't wait to get over there on the east side to get some Yuma. If they can score 88 points in their
88
in week 0, can they get 88 next Thursday against Tempe? We'll see, but that should be a fun game as well out there on the east side.
We shall see. For our fantastic Epic Sports Network crew here on hand at Bill Benton Stadium, I'm James Spoovy, alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole, saying so long, have a great night, have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you next Thursday night right here on Arizona CW7 for the Yuma Criminals and the Tempe Buffaloes. Have a great night, folks.
Good night, folks.